of Group Green at the PUBG Mobile Global Championship. Today, ladies and gentlemen, teams will be looking to keep their PMGC dreams alive. And also, we have teams trying to secure a ticket to the grand finals. As I have Inner Circle here, 𝐻𝐸𝐞𝐸, you know what, since 𝐼Q decided to bump me, I do have a question for you. Yesterday, you started off the day in second place. Today, you are 9 points away from third place. You did have a hot drop yesterday that I felt like set the momentum for the rest of the day in Rondo. Are you guys looking to change that and not hot drop Falcons?
Speaking of yesterday, we had something in our mind that didn't go as planned because if you saw the yesterday matches, the play.
All right, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
One was going from up to the bottom, and other one was a little bit the side one.
Can you guys hear me now?
Turned out to be a little bit of disadvantage for us because when the teams already landed, it shot us in air.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Are you guys gonna be looking to change that hopefully today?
Yeah. Today our plan is no one's listening. Our plan today is to one of us will be in a edge of the map to recall us, and 3 of us will fight.
All right, well, I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Thank you so much, and best of luck. I'm hoping you guys end up being in the top 3.
Okay.
Now, for that squad,
I don't know.
They need to make sure they adjust their gameplay too, because
I don't know. Should we stream this on the? Should we stream this on horizontal or on the?
Because day 1
on vertical.
Like the sleeping
Invisible. What do you think?
It felt like 20.
Invisible, what do you think?
Champions for D+.
What do you think, Invisible?
What was the biggest change that you guys?
Should we stream it on horizontal or like vertical? Because I think the vertical stream is, I mean, it's laggy. So
problem and then a decision problem. Yes.
What do you think? What do you think?
But second days we solved that problem, so that's why we got.
What do you think, guys?
And we will be in top 3 at the end of the day.
I'm hoping that's gonna be the case. 𝐿𝐸𝐸, best
Man, I wish this
today.
Breeze
For this squad, I mean, this squad definitely
Breeze
needs to perform if they want to make it to the grand finals. They are the defending champions. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the top 3 go to the finals. 8 teams are gonna be going to last chance, and the bottom 5 are going home. Let's see who's gonna be going to the finals, who'll be going home, and who'll be going to last chance today.
Okay. I'm not gonna do the bottom 5 go off. I'm gonna be smart, you know. Damn.
I love that energy right at the start. That's right, PUBG Mobile fans. This is it. The final day for Group Green. No more excuses. No more messing around.
No more messing around, bro. This last match will be tough.
𝐻𝐸𝐞𝐸 here with Maxman and 𝐻𝐸𝐸𝐞.
This last match will be freaking tough. Trust me, bro. It will be tough.
Yes. Okay. Was that enough? Is that hyping up? No, I am genuinely so freaking excited.
Let's go with horizontal stream. Oh, you should go with horizontal stream. All right, guys, let's go with horizontal stream on TikTok. I mean on YouTube. Let's go with horizontal stream. I think that is more better than.
If you're at the bottom, better start initiating that comeback. You don't have a lot of time left to go.
You don't. That is for sure. 𝐻𝐸𝐸, right? You can see the schedule right here. The final day for Group Green, and then we're going into Group Red. But I'll tell you what, man, Group Green has been a blast to watch so far.
Oh, it has. It's been so much fun. I mean, the days have felt so short just because how much action we're seeing from all of these teams. And, you know, we've been talking about it over the last few days, right? But it's not going to stop today of just every single team feels like they're bringing their absolute best. There is no chance for mistakes, no chance to mess up in any of these games because there's always a team ready to take advantage of that. And I love seeing that competitiveness in all of these teams.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to see the overalls right now because that's what I definitely want to take a look at, Maxman. And when it comes to the overall rankings, right, there's 2 pieces that we got to really look at, right? Obviously, the top of the leaderboards because we got those 3 teams going to the grand finals, and that bottom of the leaderboards where those bottom 5 teams need to go crazy. Looking at the top, right, we got obviously 𝐻𝐸𝐸 and D+ that are going to be right there in that spot.
Good. They really tried yesterday on the Rosemary. Yes, bro. They really tried yesterday, bro.
I was looking very confident @𝐻𝐸𝐸𝐸.
They really tried yesterday. Like, can't lie, bro. This guy really tried.
And that's the D+ that I know.
So it wasn't easy, man.
Perform just
man, 2-0
back in PMGC 2024 Grand Finals last year. But Go really true contenders here, 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐞. Go
Yes.
really, of course, going back in how they played in CSA, very impressive stuff. I was like, in globals, it's such a big level up. I don't rate Go team that highly, but no, they're really just popping off big time currently in 4th.
Man, I wish my internet can take everything, bro.
It's
like my internet can't take shit.
And actually make it to a PMGC Grand Finals. That would be huge.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how GOAT are actually going to sort of adapt to what DK has been able to achieve yesterday, right? They've got that momentum building. You know, they're looking very confident. They're saying we're going to be top 3, and GOAT have done super well, as you said, but how are they going to react to DK's threat now? Because especially on a wrangle, they go very, very close to each other. D+ typically go school and go Pachinki. So I'm wondering, Max, if we're maybe going to see a little bit of targeting coming in the early stages, just to make sure for GOAT that D+ don't do what they want to do.
I mean, you have recall towers, right? If there's any point in time where you want to try and target a team with very small amount of risk.
All right, please make sure you guys like the stream, guys. Like the stream. We're gonna stream only horizontal stream today, bro.
In their hot drop happening,
we're doing it.
Falcons in 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐞 factory itself could be happening, but here are the leaderboards, and again, the tie between GOAT and D+ is going to be an issue. But going in the middle of the pack, still anyone here, 𝐿𝐸𝐸𝐿, can realistically climb back up into top 3. So APG, our alter ego, GOAT, better be careful because they're going to be chased down big time today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that if any team sees one of these squads and once they get that elimination and realize who they are, I think they're going to go above and beyond to make sure they take them out. Because at this point,
APG,
like, any kind of
goats.
friendliness, you know, it's
bro, honestly,
right?
I got saved APG yesterday, bro. Got saved them. They were able to, like, you know, win a game yesterday, or else the Rosemary team, man, they will catch up to them like in a second. Honestly, they are so freaking lucky, bro. Have you tried joining esports team? Man, nah, because I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to start playing with. I mean, with phone, with my mobile. I'm not ready to play with mobile. That's the shit.
So damn consistently on their second day. Look at that, 64 eliminations in one day, 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐞. That's absolute madness from this team. I think you said it also while we were talking before the show started. Normally, 𝐼𝐼𝐻𝐼's the standout player, but Chips, what a day yesterday. He was on fire.
He was on fire indeed, and I just love seeing that kind of consistency come through. Consistency that I want to actually very much pay attention to here. We have the head-to-head from 𝐼𝐼𝐻𝐼 and Rosemary, right? We have some incredible stats from them, but I want to focus on the point contribution.
Honestly, the Rosemary are really trying, bro. They are really trying for real. Those niggas are trying a lot.
They're the standout players. They're still contributing the exact amount they need to, which means every single other player is also stepping up, also putting in their 25% roughly, right? So it means that across the board, both of these teams super consistent individually. Everybody's pulling their weight, and that's what's making them so good here in the group green stage.
Wait, before we go on anything else, did I see he has a 16+ minute average survival time, and he has a 2 elimination average? Like, the guy's alive a very small amount of the game compared to other people, and he's just popping off 𝐿𝐸𝐸𝐻. That
DS team, bro. I don't know, bro. Those guys are having a bad day. DS team and Lips esports, they're having a bad day. Yesterday, they are getting third party. Like, I don't even know, bro. I don't know, but anything can change today, bro. They can literally fight their way back to the table.
I think it still applies here.
Yeah, they can literally fight their way back to the table. Probably, they can do it.
6 total, right? But that last game,
they can do it,
wide,
I believe.
right? Because there's going to be some teams that know they're going home, and it's just not going to be a traditional map of Miramar. I mean, in the gauntlet stage, the final day, I think we had like 20 players after Circle 5, right? So I hope that
I believe they can do it, guys.
You know what? We cannot mess about. We definitely don't want to be waiting to the last game, right?
Man, I'm gonna need to order more fuel.
What we were saying during the gauntlet in the last game is like, we're not gonna have any changes. That was our top 7, right? And that did end up being the case. So I would agree. You have 5 games, and then the last game is just gonna be so hectic, so weird, so all over the place that it's really maybe not gonna have a huge impact. But I'm still hoping one day 𝐿𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻 will see a team be desperate enough in that last game to try and make that jump up.
Yeah, invisible. You see why I don't like streaming with the
points, of course, on the Infinix GT30 series, the official gaming phone of PMGC.
You see the reason why I don't like streaming with the what's it called?
And victory, empowering every gamer to hashtag.
It's because of this shit.
Hashtag outplay the rest. on the global stage. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm so stoked for these games because things are going to heat up big here, Neptura.
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man, guys? Which team do you support, man? Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be supporting the South African team, but you know, on this table, on this green table, I support the Rosemary, the Team Secrets. Those guys are trying, and the last team, what's it called?
I see OG, right?
The G, bro. Let me see.
But they are in that danger zone today.
They are in the danger zone, but not by much. If that
is it PDG or something like? I don't forget it.
That they can do it. They are able to take advantage of zones and do what they do best. So I'm really, really hoping against hope here that they come back stronger today. It's the last day. They have nothing to lose. Just relax. Just go for it, Max.
I mean, I'm seeing also Truce with his comment there on the board. Go follow Truce, by the way. Amazing PMGC content. If you want to stay up to date with everything, the guy definitely deserves a shout out. He does great stuff out there. So good guy in the community. GG's.
Let's go.
That's it. That's my shout out.
I love it. I love it. Right. And hey, you can maybe get a shout out too. Right. So make sure you're a part of that conversation, guys. You know, put your word in for sure, because these players are going to need it. Keep it positive, man. I'll tell you what, these guys have worked all year long just to be able to get here. The pressure is through the roof right now, right? Especially for those teams on that bottom 5. They need all of your energy to be able to pull it out here. Because like I said, 5 games in my eyes to really put up those points. But back to what we were talking about earlier, Max. Rondo, okay? 𝐸𝐸 is gone. Rondo is here. Yesterday, we saw some of the most crazy Rondo plays I think we've seen all year.
I mean, 𝐿𝐸𝐸's factory was such an oddity, right? The hot drop happening between that certain Pakistani team that I shall not mention, and the side, of course, of... There was Loopsy even at some point, right? And then Falcons going into it. Very odd. I do like what 𝐸𝐸𝐸 said. Of course, they're going to try and fix it here, 𝐸𝐸𝐸, with that 3-1 split, which I think is definitely a big improvement. But are we going to see 3 teams in 𝐸𝐸𝐸 once more? And are we going to have a double plane? That was clearly an issue yesterday. If we have another double plane, this Rondo is going to be hectic.
Yeah, it is. I don't hate the idea of a hot drop on 𝐸𝐸𝐸 as long as you don't go in full squad, because I think none of the teams at this point, the way the leaderboards look, looking so close, I don't think they can afford to have that, potential risk of just going out completely, as we saw 𝐸𝐸𝐸 do yesterday. So I personally don't hate it, but they just have to be careful. You got to play it smart. Hot drop in on Rondo is fine. Just play it smart. Just do the 1-3 recall strat. You'll be fine.
Yeah, make sure you have at least that one person to get that recall going, because for those of you guys that missed yesterday, the Falcons, 𝐸𝐸𝐸, they hot drop.
All right, ready? Is this the champions in Thailand? Yeah, this is the champion in Thailand, bro. This is the championship in Thailand.
In 9th place.
The grand final is happening in Thailand, though. But this is, I think this is this place is Thailand.
I mean, the thing about Falcons, right, is that now we know they're at their strongest when they're only 1 player alive. It happened with Narvalo. It was Ralph on the Miramar. Hey, maybe that's why they're taking a hot drop, 𝐸𝐸𝐸. Maybe the strat is we lose 3 players. We just play as a solo from the start until the end, and we get like 30 eliminations. That's when they're at their peak.
Maybe. Hey, look, it's just memes, but honestly, anything goes at this point, right? Because they're just on the cusp.
All right, guys, the match is about to start for today. Dang!
Again, I think that's
it's going to be. I don't even know what to say, bro. But it's gonna be hot.
Literally relax.
Trust
Either
me.
you do it or you
because
don't.
everybody will want to find their way back to
relax, play your game,
back to the top tables. They will want to find their way back to the top tables.
Happen when a team just
goes,
hey, you know
my
what,
bro,
we've done our best, let's just play our game now. And often it works so well.
All I want really is to have a similar Rondo to yesterday, 𝐸𝐸𝐸, because it was absolute cinema. The EMP zone, the double planes, the hot drop in 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. We had that clutch recall from Divine on reject, by the way, which everyone gets banned off the bottom 5. Got to see something similar there and trying to avoid GS Team and Jadina City, but so many things happening. Rondo is slowly but surely becoming my favorite map in PUBG Mobile Esports because there's so much depth. To this
I beg that don't do it. I don't know why. I think it's because of these sport players. That's why they had it that Rondo. Because to me, I don't see anything about Rondo this thing. But normally it's very big, for tournaments. Yeah, it's very big for tournaments. Everybody can play their games and all.
For them to be able to put up a big Rondo here.
That's the only thing I see.
I mean, it's an edge position, right, 𝐸𝐸𝐸? So I would say it's good to have it for free. You don't have to fight for it, but I don't think it's like game-changing altogether, right?
No, I think because the only thing I will say is that it gives you a lot of options because of how big the map is that it really gives you an opportunity to get really big, long wraparound rotations to avoid teams. So if you are a team that wants to do that, it's probably a better position.
All right, well, let's see if they can put that position to use, guys. Last day for Group Green.
All right, ready, guys.
Let's see which team's going to get that chicken dinner on match number 1 with John Allen and Blake.
PMGC.
We are getting into Rondo, of course. Those recall beacons are up, live and kicking for the last time, potentially for some of our teams. Well, definitely for 5 of our teams here in Group Green. And they will be pulling every trick out of the hat. Hopefully, they'll be able to come up with something miraculous, but we'll have to wait and see. One plane this time around, Blank. We're keeping it simple.
Yeah, it was an awesome.
All right, guys. Everybody done in Lando. While I don't so. Bro, the COT go happen today, bro.
The final chance to get in towards that.
I don't like Rondo. Unfortunately, there's no much bots. Yeah, exactly. There's no much bots in Rondo. I don't even know how that happened, bro. That Rondo, know they get too much bots.
Special today to get in towards that top 3.
Rondo, know they get bots. I don't know why.
I think that is a big thing.
I don't know they get bots at all.
Is that unlike the gauntlet stage, someone's going home, and not just someone, 5 teams. It is a lot of players that will be cutting out here, going through as we get further and further into PMGC. We've got Group Red coming up shortly as well. You know, the action never ends here over at PMGC, but first of all, we've got to conclude Group Green.
Absolutely. Looks like we're going to be kicking off, though, with a hot drop already on the cards as the sprays start to fly. It's APG. Falcons set up in the middle. I think there's another team, Team Secret. All 3 of them playing around the test track right now. Really is anything goes to see if the Falcons can profit in the same way they did off yesterday's hot drop. They're able to get quite a few points going out. Like they are 1 for 1, but they do get that flush confirmed. And 𝐿𝐸 may be resible here. Doc not quite with the angle to stop that one going through. We've got Reject and Gen.G also on a hot drop flank.
Nah, I knew it, bro.
Corner against APG's 𝐸𝐸 though.
I knew it. I knew it that day. Should have taken that fight.
Gets the flush point on.
Should have taken that fight, bro. You have a shotgun, just shoot.
Team Secret immediately.
He has a shotgun there. Just shoot out for that shotgun.
Looks like 9Z also still have a player down.
Just chill out for that shotgun, bro. Just chill out. Chill out.
He can get straight back up. Hang on a minute. I see it here as well. Q's able to find 𝐸𝐸 and get the flush.
Yeah, unfortunate for 𝐸𝐸. He actually got a full reset on the kit. I think he finished that fight with Team Secret there with 1 bullet left remaining in the magazine. Was able to get himself an S12K and a bunch of other stuff in the meantime, but not enough to keep them going. The Falcons, though, they're also playing this position. This is very different for Alpha.
You know, understand this game. They play. They understand tournaments.
In this game,
you understand the biggest tournament in history in PUBG Mobile, bro.
They understand that,
oh my God, man! Because you're not following from the if you are following from the beginning, then you will understand. But you're not following from the beginning, so
with the way teams are chasing,
I will expect you to understand it.
Multiple teams.
You're not following from the beginning.
Because if Alter Ego and Gold catch,
if you follow from the beginning, is Zedu there? Nah, this is not African tournament, bro. This is a global tournament.
All doing extremely well.
Why are you in the biggest? Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be there, but it's our Nigeria embassy is not approving the visa yet, and time is going, so I don't think I can make it with the flight and everything again.
Teams are trying to hold them out.
But PUBG really tried though. They really tried. Nice. Ooh! Behind the freaking cover, bro.
Against Falak, I barely even saw a sliver of him, but
holy shit!
And he gets the flush as well. That is
behind the cover, bro. Behind the freaking cover. Can you imagine?
They should be able to get the res again. That recall is going to be such a major factor moving forward into PUBG Mobile in the ecosystems that we see.
They know they boosted live stream for horizontal stream for YouTube. Now I know the streamer. You see, they always invest in me. Why person gonna stream like this?
Decent, but
they be witty. They not go boost your views.
Complain about that, but yeah, that was. I don't really know how that happened. It's definitely a case of Reg on our screen. Probably looked very different for the players, but either way, reaction speed of a small mongoose.
You can survive that.
Important there because they're the more timid ones, which means they need to react quicker.
Oh, nice!
Yeah?
I see.
But
nice game.
right now. Looks like he was a bit of a bigger mongoose on that one.
Man, this shot's gone. This shot's gone, bro.
3 elims found for Tianba.
It's crazy.
4 for 𝐼𝐸. Blank. This is big starts for these two teams.
I mean, 𝐸𝐸𝐸's doing fairly well at the moment to hold off versus multiple.
Yo, Khalid, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Guys, please support the stream. Like and share the live stream, guys. Please, like and share the live stream. I beg. I beg. And I like and share, I beg.
To this position on the map, there's 𝐼𝐸𝐸 taking shots down towards this way. You also have Falcons, Alpha Gaming, Loops, Team Secret on the outside. It's very rough. So 𝐸𝐸𝐸 has to have a much more confident and consistent finish here over towards 𝐸𝐸𝐸 if they want to continue forward. Already finding 5 elims though is fantastic work for them.
Nah, don't tell me this thing is not here anymore. Oh, what is this?
Real boon to their tallies, but you can see players are getting back up thick and fast. We've had quite a few elims coming on through already. But for now, everybody, yeah, you could just see the streakers pouring onto the tables. Gen.G, the only team to have stuck with.
Yeah, that's the problem, bro. Because of the visa right now, bro. The visa is not, man. I don't even know what to do, bro. We have tried our best, like
managed to hop out the vehicle just yet.
our freaking best.
All the way down south.
I try all my best, but I don't know.
Back in the
I don't know what's next, man.
Sticking onto 𝐸𝐸𝐸's factory, onto the rooftops. Doc,
I don't know what's next.
Doesn't want to give up the ghost just yet. There's that recall beacon right in the middle of things, but that's much more dangerous than the rest of them.
I mean, for Alpha Gaming, this is a very different
Don't forget what
approach that
this
they're taking
account
at the moment. It makes things very messy for 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 as well, where they thought they would be taking the fight purely with the Falcons. Alpha Gaming getting involved on this does create a slight problem.
Oh, guys, I'll pin my account so you guys should support too, because we need to be on this stream for the next 5 hours, guys. For the next 5 hours, we're gonna be on this stream, so we need some fuel. I beg, you know, easy to stream all this thing.
Oh, does get repositioned away from though, 𝐸𝐸𝐸. Maybe looking for loot. Maybe spotted it coming. We'll never know. Either way, doesn't take damage from it. Adding a 6th elim, well, that would be pretty great. You'd love to see it. And they can control that recall as well, which means they can get their player back in nice and early, nice and quickly. Right on top of them as well. The EMP zone flaring out in the meantime. Over towards Wolves. This is on the sort of south side of the center of this circle, with the EMP coming on in. It is not ideal to be in there. It's not the end of the world, but can cause some uncomfortable situations like we saw yesterday.
All right, guys, let's focus on this game, bro. Oh wait, everybody's record. Wow. Can you guys imagine, bro? Nobody's eliminated yet. Everybody's record. Everyone is record. Like every fucking one is record.
There's a lot of hope for this.
So we have no team.
Too late on their side of things right now at 78 points.
No eliminated team yet.
I think regardless though.
All this go to they trash since last game. So yesterday they really tried their best to come up to the top 3 from like top 8 or top 10. Bro, these guys are trying, man.
I imagine last chance is going to be very difficult for them, but it doesn't look hopeless going into it.
It's a glimmer, maybe, of hope. There are still qualification spots, and someone has to qualify from that last chance stage, right?
All right, everybody, okay, well, let's get more likes in the chat, bro. Let's go.
Hopefully more. Circle pops in as the EMP zone fades on the fight. Gen.G on the east side, but it's 𝐸𝐸𝐸 in the middle there. D+ as well now moving in on that north edge, moving down.
One thing about these guys, they love nadings. Like the nade is crazy. They love nadings.
They can't go for these recalls.
They love nades.
I'm surprised that 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 hasn't dropped that recall just yet, and in fact have headed all the way out west to go for it. They are now starting.
They
to
love nades
on board. But
yo, baby noobs, how you doing?
Quite as accessible to it.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's a pretty unnecessary fight coming through from 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸.
Invisible, you see why I don't want to stream this thing now. You don't see him.
Factory around.
That's why I don't talk.
That is a very tumultuous area of the map where anything can happen.
See what I talk, man.
I'm kind of concerned about 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 continuing to drop there, especially on top of Falcons. There's plenty of other positions that are playable, and I think 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 does thrive towards those end games. So why risk the full 4-man squad wipe at the beginning of the game? It's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, it's not favorable, but Narvalo. I mean, we know what he likes to do on his own in a single building, right? There's no way you get him in there. You need at least 5 players, I'm pretty sure, to be able to take him down like that. Just the one's not going to cut it.
Oh, Gen.
Was cut.
Run for that.
Against Papa Supermassive, who have had some stellar plays, but still in the middle of those tables. They want
No, look your back. There's an opening there.
And a lovely shot around the corner for 𝐞𝐿𝐴. They're finding more. Can't vault out there. I think there's an off angle to deal with and a teammate to get rezzed up because GS are taking shots. They've got a lot of angles on this surround, so you need to be careful.
Oh, nice.
Pretty tough team.
Nice nade.
In terms of qualification. Like, they didn't look like they were getting anywhere close to it. I think the past couple of days, I think they've really improved, like, a lot. So
nice nade.
I think no matter what happens to GS here, like, they'd be proud of the performance. They still have a little ways to go to get out from that bottom 5. Loops is definitely in danger.
Guys, let's get more likes in the chat, bro. I'm good. Thanks for Johnny. Why is your stream seem a bit delayed? And I don't think it's delayed. Is it delayed? No. The stream is not delayed. Maybe it's my internet. The stream is not delayed.
It's likely to go downhill.
Let me check it. The stream is not delayed though.
Information from on top of the rooftop.
The rest of Papa Supermassive not really in a place to assist right now.
No, I don't think the stream is delayed. It's not delayed.
Do need to just keep themselves going. I mean, might be rezzable here if 𝐞𝐿𝐴 drops another.
Or maybe because I'm watching it. You know, I'm watching it from here. I'm watching.
About you, that nade doesn't even find
I'm watching it here.
Ooh, right in the smoke.
It may be because I'm watching from the.
Drops another one around the edge. That does tag damage, so they know that they're in that courtyard. The reses have come through from GS as well. Just finishing on the res, but it's not going to be 𝐞𝐿𝐴 to
oh my days, GG's, bro. GS is going wide today, bro. GS is going wide today, guys. It's going wide.
Isolated out to that west, and GS. Well,
it's going wide, bro. It's going wide.
Recall for Papa Supermassive very, very quick.
Huh?
I mean, at this point, the entire time, they've been sending out to a close-by recall position to get the rest of the players back up again. But for GS, well done. Very, very well done.
They really tried, bro. They tried. That was a good try, bro.
Squad wipe is great. You know, taking the information gain that they grabbed off of those.
That's it, guys. I'm coming.
Easily determining where the players are, even pre-spraying the smoke as well. I really enjoyed that fight. I think that was very nice from GS.
That's a good try. I'm trying to check this thing.
Gen.G trying to orchestrate their approach, but the Wolves have been outposted here for quite a while, Blank. They're fairly firmly entrenched. Teams starting to have their hopes of getting recalls dwindle right now. And that's probably...
All right, guys. I think it's okay now.
And for the Falcons, right?
I'm checking my backup. Yo, up where I mean, go sit down for one place, I mean.
But that's where they like to be. The analyst was talking about it before. 𝐷ianBa, though, a little bit more out in the open as Narvalo has the nades. Let's see what he can do in this shack.
It is interesting looking at the way that 𝐷ianBa and Alpha Gaming are currently playing at the moment. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, that's a horrendous spray down over towards inner circle. I think two players are wrestled. It depends if someone wants to crash them or not. Either way,
bro, what kind of nades is that, bro? Yo, thanks for the gift. Yo, Jack, what's up, bro? Thanks for Johnny, man. God bless my G. Thanks for the support, bro.
Is one of the best trampolines when it comes to accelerating.
So we have no elimination yet, and I have just one person left. No way. You need to find a way to call your teammate, bro.
What they're more concerned with this game.
Okay, he's reviving. He's reviving.
Keeping other teams down. Right, so they're
reviving
on the outside edge. They're not looking for central positions. They just want to make this game as scarce as possible for other squads. They don't want to get too aggressive.
Guys, let's get more likes in the chat, bro. Let's go.
To cause casualties and slow this game down to a crawl, which makes complete sense to me.
Ooh, inner circle really suffering here. Reject have great angles towards them. They're just getting knocked and re-knocked repeatedly. And they're chasing for that third place bubble, Blank. I mean, look at the score lines right now. You got third place at 97. They're on 91 right now. They earned 5 points right at the start of the match. They were feeling themselves, but they're really crunched in here. It is nasty on that western side. A lot of teams very, very close by to one another. A little bit more free and easy on that eastern side, but still no walk in the park. The circle keeps that crunch in the middle too, and Reject are going to further commit down towards that area. As players starting to fall out now, recalls become almost impossible for most of our teams at this stage. APG wanting to get 𝐿𝐸 back up. They are staying completely together here, but Gen G going to try and split them up. Quick, up onto the tree. Dami on the high ground. A lovely nade comes through from Reefus. It finds him around the trunk of the tree. There is a trade still, and 𝐿𝐸 is flushed. But can there be retribution? Can APG find their
That's my PUBG name.
stay up in that first place?
Your PUBG name? Okay, bro.
Doc. Wolves might chime in as well. Look at that flex out.
All right, APG. I hope you guys are not in trouble, bro.
Reject with Regiocio will pick up one of those elims. Looks like Alpha Gaming.
No, they're getting shot from the back.
Down here.
No.
Again, you're just trying to make sure this game is as stagnant as possible.
Nah, what the hell? Gen G just went down, bro. Gen G and APG just went down. Freaking hell, bro.
Wolves currently on 79 points, but these eliminations are getting...
Man, they just got the parties. Like, oh my days.
Much slower Rondo than
they just got the party, bro.
But again, I think at an international lobby, this makes a lot of sense. And I wouldn't be surprised seeing this type of meta start to develop in personal regions, right? You know, where on that final day, Rondo's a lot quieter because you don't want to be giving away those massive chicken dinner games.
Maybe,
we saw yesterday as well a lot of big starts and then not going too much further. There were a lot of 8-9 elimination teams that were down early into the game, right? That were completely flushed out. And seems like this time around, as you say, it's kind of level pegging for a lot of these teams. APG, the major profiteers right now on this game with 6 elims, but that will be changing as teams continue to move on forwards. Inner Circle have managed to patch themselves back up, Blank. In the meantime, whilst all of that chaos unfolded on the south side circle, they've patched themselves up to 3 players alive. They've got control of their building. Reject flexed a little bit further away, and now they're regrouping out, which has alleviated some of that pressure. In the meantime, though, 𝐿𝐸𝐸 fighting for the podium spot with D+, Blank.
Yeah, who have now passed GOAT as well.
And Rosemary, let's go.
D+.
Oh,
Nolbu with nade outside, a lot of damage over to
nice nade.
Goes extremely low. Snape looks to cut the corner, but it's not meant
no,
to be.
Nice.
Big run out. Finds 2, but loops are coming.
Another third party's coming.
And they will ride straight into the fight here, Blank. D+ now.
Nah, what the hell?
Defending on 2 fronts, but
just one more person, bro. One more.
They have handled 𝐿𝐸𝐸 fast enough. He will be a fly in the
one more.
Against Loops.
They are getting converted again by Loops.
So 𝐿𝐸𝐸
that is dead.
Place will go down. D+, 1 point behind them now. Just 1 elimination.
Nah, the Rosemary just got. Oh my God, Rosemary just got admitted also.
That point that they need, they're very isolated from everybody else on this northern side.
𝐿𝐸𝐸 will bleed out there. So it's a 2v4. Chips got a huge amount of work done yesterday. Now looking to go even further for D+ and secure that position in second place. It's been a big rise from D+ over the last few days. In the meantime, Wolves are looking a little bit slicker today, though I will wait and see because anything can happen with that team. We've seen them go from strength to very low lows. For the Wolves, not
nice game.
A couple of shots coming on through. Look at that picture-in-picture. Wolves having a tough
time.
Bro,
what the hell?
Team Secret. Okay.
Nate just popping like left and right. When are you playing it? I don't even know when I'm playing, guys, because for now I'm gonna be streaming the PMGC. I'm gonna be streaming the PMGC for a while. So anytime I have some time, I'm gonna stream. Oh, whoa! He run out. He run. Don't run. Bro, they are following these niggas. They are following. Oh, nice. They are following this guy. Nice. Another one, bro. Nice game, bro. Nice. 2 knock. Bro, those guys are pushing this guy like
this is incredible. The first 2 players make it happen.
They're pushing this guy as if they hold out money.
And he knows how to keep his nerve here. Loops. Final player up the stairs. Chips looking to finish him off. We'll just
Oh no, GG. GG.
From D plus.
GG 2v4, bro. That's 2v4. That's crazy.
How much further could they go? There's
That's
not too many people on
2v4.
this northern side. They don't have the meds. I'd be surprised if they even make it out of this blue zone, Blank.
Man.
Like Chips, he's just trying to find a first.
Now the mess remain like this, so now the mess.
Because there is a
Now the mates remain like this. The mates. Bro, we still have goats. And see, this goat, they will come top second though. But I'm surprised why this DK are getting they're getting up to like top 2. This DK.
Get up into second place.
I think they have a lot of kills this season. Oh my god, they have 9 kills. They have 9 elimination. 9 elimination. That's 9 points. 9 eliminations.
Oh,
okay,
that's not last too long though.
That's a clutch jammer back.
Sure.
Last elimination.
I love it when he's going for the first take and he's like, wait. That's actually going to save. That's fine. That's good. Okay, so Gemma Pack
9 elimination.
Even further into this match. All right, I love to see it. Apparently,
man, some team will drop. If they had to see like this, they would drop from team 1 to team 3.
Or the Wolves or Team Secret. But either way, cool to see. In an international tournament.
This is Rondo, guys. This is Rondo. I know most of you guys don't even know. They don't even know Rondo at all because you guys don't play Rondo. You guys love leave it. So you guys can never know Rondo. You guys only know leave it.
Concerning thing is that
man,
the Wolves were
you guys only know leave it,
Team Secret,
bro.
And I think it's fair to say that Team Secret has the worst firepower in the lobby right now.
You guys only know leave it.
Definitely concerning.
Oh my god.
They did hold a stronger position than them, and they were pushing into it. Since everyone else,
man, I don't like Rondo, bro, but I do play Rondo, man.
Yeah, it is concerning for Wolves.
This is I didn't play lots of Rondo, but
yeah, it's not
still okay.
It's not ideal. They did get a couple of points on this match. They did get 7 elims, Blank, so it's not all doom and gloom for them, but they did want to stay stronger into that fight. With OG rolling in, though, I mean, it's
no, DK is still active. This guy is still active.
On the outside. A team that is definitely not isolated on the outside, though, is Papa Supermassive, but we have to talk about them in a minute because Goat are crashing onto Narvalo, and this is basically an even match. He's got a building to play around, Blank. We'll see if they're able to do it this time around, if they can get rid of him.
Oh, from the back.
He's locked in, but it's going to be the assist coming on from his
nice!
team. His opponents are doing the work for him. They step in, and this guy just can't.
No!
Just can't do it.
No!
Have to get a little bit naughty.
No, he was trying to get that kill, bro. He was trying to get that kill. He was trying to get that freaking kill.
Greedy. Are you seeing?
He was trying to get that freaking kill.
Blasted like. You lie. You miss out on a placement.
He was trying to get that key, bro. That's what he was trying to do, man. Damn.
I think he realized that momentarily. I think he just thought to himself, you know what? I'm just going to try and get some elims. Sick of playing as a solo for my own squad. I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory. But NineZG, this is a very important game. At 10th place in the lobby. 69 points right now. If they can get themselves a little bit further, get towards the middle of the pack, they do separate themselves away from some of the others chasing. That includes Loops, who are in a lot of danger right now, especially versus OG, who look to move themselves out from the bottom 5.
That is the name of the game. They're stretching out towards the north. Maxman in our chat is highlighting as well that cover flares here are going to be really important given the flatness of this terrain. He's going to be looking out for any more, well, first of all, any more emergency flare knocks, but also using that cover effectively. So I'm sure we'll get the Maxman breakdown of the D4s littering the battlefield over on the analyst desk, but it has to happen first. That's what we're here for. Goat's trying to go for another crash, another roll up to the pagoda out in the open. And 𝐼𝐸 not able to control that. Not quite finding the spray down with 𝐼𝐸 on that rooftop.
Yeah, I mean, you would have hoped for a little bit more damage there coming through from inner circle, but the fact they've got themselves up towards the top.
Guys, please like the stream, guys. We're just trying to like the stream.
I think
let's go.
Teams to look at here is Go as well as Inner Circle, both chasing for that second.
Like the stream, guys,
really,
and if you're joining, subscribe.
Much of a stretch they need to go. They might even just find it off the back of placement points here. But this is a fearsome fight between DK, 𝐿_Go, and Inner Circle for the top 3.
Absolutely is. Although at the moment, Blank, it shouldn't be on their minds about getting into the top 3 now. It should be about maximizing point gain in this match, right? It's great that you can get into top 3, but if you're making a play like, oh, let's just get a couple of points so that we can be in top 3, sure, it's a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, but you might have given up the opportunity to get 7, 8, 9 points on the game, where that would be a lot more comfortable moving into the future. A hard northwest shift does assist both of these teams, but unfortunately, Papra Supermassive have started to play the game here, Blank, and now just one player left on Inner Circle.
I think Papra Supermassive done a great job to sustain in this match. Lost will take down Falak. The big man from the squad in the circle now just...
Oh, no.
Who has been fantastic when it comes to the shots, but it's not
you can't make that, bro.
I think for
the IC just gets eliminated also.
You know, they're trying to get up towards the top side of the lobby. Sadly, though, that position was very rough to play versus Papra Supermassive, and they were trying to get shots wherever they could. For GOAT, this is an extremely tough cross, but getting one of their players in 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐸 down towards the south side is miraculous, and also fantastic timing from them, right? They pulled out the stopwatch, clicked it as soon as they heard the fighting happening over on that west side, and sent 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐸 out. So that is really important. Good shots there from Killer Joe.
Oh, able to do so much damage to OG on the approach in a time where they need the points as much as they can get. 7 elims already on the game, Blank. Again, it's not all doom and gloom, but in the bottom 5,
guys, like the stream, guys.
Still really, really uncomfortable. GS also fighting to get out of that bottom 5 spot. They are now 1 point behind Loops. They're guaranteed to get up over Loops this game with the placement points that they're already guaranteed. The question is how far? And nades coming through from OG, making it a little bit harder.
It's so cool,
guys. Like the stream, guys.
A lot of the top teams fighting out for this one, but then looking at a lot of the bottom teams with 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐻, who are in a bit of a struggle bus at the start of the day. GS and OG both looking to make it happen. Both teams who have seen improvement over the stage of Group Green. I think GOAT may be done for in the near future, though. They'd have to find a knock over towards 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐻 if they wanted to hope in hell of getting out there. But at least getting 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐻 towards the central position does guarantee them at least like a top 4 here.
I mean, it's on smokes and cover flares. Like, they might be waiting for other teams to move and covering off 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐻's angle, right? I think, are they just in this circle? I think they still have just a tiny sliver of it. Papra Supermassive actually take a knock from GOAT. So there's the maybe opener that they were looking for, but it's still so flat against 𝐼𝐸𝐻. Their approach, as you said, is fraught with danger. I have to try and find something. In the meantime, OG holding the south as well.
For GOAT, the only option here is to wave the circle to crunch
Man,
𝐼𝐸𝐻.
OG win one game yesterday. They win one game yesterday.
A little bit messy for 𝐼𝐸𝐻 where they have to move and
they win one game yesterday.
That's where the rest of GOAT can start to move, but they're gonna send out.
Oh, nice,
craters, but they
bro! The finish.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out for GOAT. Oh dear. With the placement points they've got already, though, Blank, they are in the top 3.
Yeah, they tried to pull it in a circle there. Sadly, a little bit of a bounce off the wall kind of ruins their whole day. That's a bit sad. But again, I still think it's a top 4 with 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐻 involved. GS trying to get around the side, but it's a nasty nade from Maru. Goes over towards
bro, this man's guy gets in like they will track you with a nade. They will track you with a nade.
A really nice rotation there, getting through.
I don't know, maybe next month.
Rondo, by the way, don't see too much of it. The blossoms looking pretty for Aru. Almost as pretty as his peaks there. 9 elims now and a 4th place guarantee. This is the game that OG needed to jet out of the bottom 5, Blank. They want to keep
the GOAT is dead, bro.
As far as possible. Again, it's nice not to be there now, but it's about getting as many points under the belt as humanly possible to set yourself up for safety later on. Because with only 6 matches, including the conclusion of this one to go, it's got to feel good that you're into the top 3. Maybe a 2nd place on the cards. If Papra Supermassive...
OG wants to win this game again, bro. OG, this is kind of game they win. They don't get a lot of like
going for covered towards these engagements. They're not trying to take fights that they know they're not comfortable in, and they're still a great
nah.
They have.
There's a guy waiting there, bro. 7 kills.
An impossible location to push out from. But what I am glad about is that they tried to make a move. A lot of times in the past, I think OG would have just sat there and waited for the blue to envelop, but they actually went for something, and that's promising to me.
I mean, they saw those flares drop. They knew attention might be distracted. Might be a little bit split.
Fuck.
That was as good a time as any, but unfortunately did not go their way. Papra Supermassive, they've held this building for so long. 9ZG have been on the outside, but 9ZG are giving it a damn good go here. 𝐞𝐸 is knocked. Lost was taken down earlier. 𝐞𝐸 on the offense.
Nice
Very
nades.
unlikely to be resible there. 𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐸 feels the bounce of a nade. Of one.
Oh, nice nade. Man, these guys with the nade. GG's.
To get away from the
GG's. Nah, that was a guy name, bro.
Conclusion for 9ZG.
Man, these guys are, bro, nice one. Bro, they really tried. They finally get a win, bro.
Strong, but they just weren't allowed out the front door.
They didn't get the win.
Big game for them. They needed it from where they were in the
My network is bad. Oh,
more
wait.
survival
Something.
for this team.
Oh, man. What did happen now?
Massive, though, it does send them a little bit further up towards the top of the tables. For OG, a little bit more aggressive. A little bit
Man,
more
sorry, guys. It's my internet just tripping, Jerry. My internet is cheap like this. No best.
One from a rondo, right? It's pure entertainment value. Getting stuck in. With those eliminations. Brilliant stuff. But 9ZG, they close us down for the first chicken dinner.
Nice game, bro. They tried, guys.
Man, this has to feel like such
Man,
a relief
I
for
think
this
I'm
squad.
gonna
They were in
start. I'm
third
gonna
place
start this
after
thing
day
back.
one. It's just so huge for this team, 𝐸𝐻𝐻.
It really is. I love how they've played. Or I think it was.
I thought we were selected to go to Thailand. What
That
happened?
was open.
Man, Nigeria
happened,
happened, bro, because we are not getting this the visa yet.
And holding it. So
they didn't give us the visa yet, bro. The visa is the problem.
They're being proactive, and it's what got them.
Everything is set, but the visa is the problem, bro. The flights, everything is so set. That the visa we did pray for, and we never still get anything.
Actually, we do have to say, 𝐸𝐻𝐻, by the way, look at
it's gonna be hard, bro.
From Milos. Popped off this game. 5 limbs.
I think Thailand is not easy for Nigerians to get in anyhow.
9Z was slipping ever since the first 2 strong games on day 1 of Group 3.
So I don't even know what to say, bro.
We've seen a much presence from 9Z Global here from Americas, and it's good to see 10th position 𝐸𝐻𝐻, meaning a few more bad games, they would be in the bottom 5, which of course would send you home. So good to see a little bit of a redemption arc here on this Rondo game.
Yeah,
now these guys will come to like top 10 to top 15
below you on that cusp of the bottom 5 or even the bottom 5. Those teams as well are really going to be trying to step up and try and take as many elims as possible. So it's nice for them that they recognize that and went, hey, actually we have to have a really good strong game here.
What did happen to this internet safe?
Don't want to repeat.
What did happen safe,
I mean, well, there's so much to talk
this
about.
internet just invest me. Which kind of team it is? Because they do anyhow, do anyhow.
At least I don't know what you guys think about that one.
Which kind of internet be this now?
With Alpha Gaming though, right? Instead of normally dropping all their players in Yulin, they send 2 to test track.
Guys, I'm sorry.
About that, Max?
The internet just fuck me up.
Get shot while parachuting down. It's been happening a lot on Rondo. I don't know what they did about trend, but no, this hot drop between the certain Pakistani team I shall not name. Then you have APG, you have Team 𝐶𝐸𝐻𝐻, you have Falcons. It's hectic. It's all over the place. I love it.
What did they happen now? This thing will end now. What did they happen to this internet cell? Go safe. For no reason, go just they do anyhow. Which kind of team it is?
It didn't work out for them yesterday, 𝐸𝐻𝐻. This time around, they had a game plan, and you know what? They got very far in this game. You love to see it.
Yeah, and I really like here we see that crash. It's such a difficult building. No, it wasn't. But I will say I'm impressed how long they survived there, right? Because it's such a hard position to hold. Teams are surrounding you. They did get helped a little bit by that zone because that meant no one was going to push them. They were too busy worrying about their own thing. But yeah,
respect on the utility game. And we were saying it, right? 𝐸𝐻𝐻 and 𝐸𝐻𝐻, this is by far, in my opinion, even though it's not a win, this was the best game from India.
Guys, I'm sorry the stream is laggy on TikTok and everything. Man, Nigeria internet, we know if we just get one balanced internet for one day.
going for these
can't
weird
be
splits.
this.
No, they bunker down, they hold positions together, 𝐞𝐥𝐸. The timing was on point. Is there hope for 𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐴ng today? Because if we see this caliber of gameplay for these next 5 matches, whoo, OG, this could be a great, great day.
Absolutely. I love how they played, how I was thinking they were going to play, right? They timed the third party onto Wolves and Team Secret really, really well. Then 𝐿𝐸𝐸x did a really good push. They tried to threaten that position as well. And OG said, absolutely not. This is ours now. And the quick flip that they were able to do from that third party to defense was really, really nice. And then using other teams' fight to actually use as a distraction to push up themselves. Love what they did with that. So I'm really, really hopeful for the next game.
Oh man, I'm so stoked for this. They had 61 points in this match. They only got 3. So OG are for sure going to be jumping up the leaderboards, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be they're gonna cannibalize.
So if you me come buy food and fuel like this,
able to make it happen just yet.
Food and fuel. I need food. I need food, and I need food.
They were in 13th position before this game.
For this, for what do they call it? For this,
possibly being in that
First Avenue.
Top 3 out of the question. Last chance. That is your goal. That is your objective here. And 𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐴ng, 6 points, which is
second gate and first gate.
We need to just see a bit of a follow-up after that great game.
No, we absolutely do, but I just want to point out.
I don't get person to say now. Now you are saying that.
Hey, we're going to be top 3 at the end of the day. They're top 3 game 1. They're now in second place.
Then they stop you waiting.
Go down. Goat still hold on to their third, but D plus 𝐾𝐤 looking good for finals. If they can just hold on for 5 more days, they will have done what they set out to do.
Yeah.
Call me by fuel first. Call me by fuel. Don't mind by fuel.
Just D plus jumping 2 ranks. Go dropping 2 ranks. They're not budging from that. This guy was just sent as like the rabid dog.
Maybe you go and get to yourself, or maybe you find another bite.
He's like John Wick.
Insanely
accurate nades on Papara Super.
All right, guys. Sorry, guys. Oh, check your OP again.
And you know what? I do wonder if they can maintain a position in the big 3 today, 𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐴ng.
Yeah, you know what? As long as you don't, knock your team by shooting your own vehicles, stuff like that, we can kind of get that stuff fixed. I think for sure we're going to see them continue at the top. I mean, Goat have been crushing it here so far. They got to watch out, though. I mean, you got Deep
wait.
entering the fray. Alter Ego are going to step up here when it comes to 𝐿𝐸𝐴ng.
Yeah, the OP is wrong. Oh, yeah, the OP is wrong. I just checked it out, bro. The OP is wrong. Wow.
𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐴ng, looking at those leaderboards.
I just checked it out. The OP is wrong.
I think this is it for 𝐶𝐤𝐵𝐴 and 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. I think if they don't win a game right here, they're not going to make it. Do you think that's correct?
Yeah.
Sadly, I have to agree. Very sadly.
Yeah, I just check it, bro.
𝐶𝐤𝐵𝐴, we've seen them do so well before. 𝐸𝐸𝐸x, I love this team so much.
I
followed them for years.
Yeah, man, I forgot, bro. I didn't check it very well.
We saw a little bit of more what we expected from 𝐸𝐸𝐸x in that rondo, right? In that last game before their.
I didn't check it very well, bro.
OG went so terribly bad with the.
All right, let's go.
But they were in the top 6, top 7.
Yeah, I corrected it, guys. I corrected it.
Improvement from yesterday. So Max, if we can just see that maybe a little bit more, maybe they can scrape into the top 11. I don't know though.
Hi. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸x were like, wait,
yo, Shadow, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's up, bro?
But I think any team in the bottom 5 can still make it, except for Team Secret. I think Team Secret have kind of given up. We're not seeing that glimmer of hope, right, that we saw back in PMWC in Riyadh. Just not quite on that same caliber of gameplay. So 𝐸𝐸𝐸x, 𝐶𝐤𝐵𝐴, 𝐿𝐼𝐸𝐴ng, Loops for me can still make it up there.
Yo, I'm good, bro. Thanks for joining, man.
Teams above that threshold, right, 𝐷𝐸𝐸𝐶? GS, Falcons, Wolves, Gen.G, even 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐺. I feel like they can still fall down in the bottom 5.
Khalid.
Really close. I think it is going to be down for the bottom 5.
Yo, thank you so much for the money, yo. Thank you so much. Not to go buy fuel.
Well, let's go ahead and take it on over to 7WG.
Thank you so much, bro. God bless you. Khalid, God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Welcome to a quick report with the 7WG.
That will be a support for us on the stream for today. As for the 4. Thank you so much. God bless, man.
Good start for the
thank you so much.
Your best
all right, let's keep going, guys.
In Group Green, how important was that for you?
Let's keep going, guys. I'm good, Shadow. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Khalid, one more time. Thank you.
Best round of this tournament. Hard zone, very hard zone, but we got our points and all.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to continue like this because you guys have been performing quite well. What was the difference between day 1 and day 2 for your squad? Because day 2, you popped off.
Day 2, Yeah, we will continue that too, I think, yes, to get more points.
All right. Well, hey, I'm hoping that's gonna happen. Best of luck.
Guys, make sure you subscribe, guys. Let's go.
Hey, we heard it from Killer Joe himself. He was talking about how this was a tough zone. Honestly, that whole map was crazy different, right? I think we're definitely seeing.
Okay, the second game is about to start, guys.
Point games, right? Just some eliminations ain't gonna cut it. So at least from what I noticed, Neptura, squads were quick, right? To rather than focus on engagement, get those dominant positions as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah, right. We made note of it. It was like, hey, this round is actually a lot quieter than the first 2 days, and that's exactly why. It's just these teams are hunkering down. They're getting serious now. You know, they're realizing the potential that Rondo has to make points, and rather than focusing all those points on eliminations, they're like, hey, listen, we can hot drop a little bit. We can kind of be a little bit aggressive in the early game, but the focus really is on that end game, focusing on getting those positions.
End game in London is so hot.
Really, everyone was trying to get those emergency cover flares to just survive in this game, right? You know, going on to a angle. You don't have emergency cover flares. PUBG Mobile Esport, maybe. That could be a great addition, but I'm very excited for the grassy pastures here. It's going to be intense to see who's going to be looking to climb even higher in those rankings.
Well, I know 2 teams for sure. I think it's do or die.
All right, guys, I'm coming. The game is about to start. I'm coming, guys.
Let's go ahead and head on to Aaron Gale and see if they can get it done. John, Blank, you think that they can?
Hey, you know, anything's possible. Why not? Give it a good go. Give it your best. That's what you're here for at the PMGC. Plenty of
I beg, get me by 5,000, I beg.
Stop you. Get in your way.
I think I use and stream this team today.
Drag you down with them. You got to rise above. That's what it's all about here.
All right, guys. Now let's go. On
the plane path. A little bit difficult to get over towards Primorsk here, Blank, but those vehicles should be fairly accessible.
By the way, John, the correct answer was no. So... Just for
I was trying to be kind, you know.
Reference. I think it's all good being optimistic, and I think it's less good, you know, of a team who has got no chance trying to tell them that they can get in. I think that there's a possibility of potentially getting out into the last chance, but even then it's going to go.
I think they always mix this thing up, guys, because I thought there should be 2 Rondo and 2 Erangel, then 2 what's it called? 2 Miramar.
Starting to get a little bit long in the day for getting all the way up there. We'll have to wait and see if. I mean, miracles can happen. It really can, but it's just not what you expect.
Everybody's gonna scatter, bro. This thing is giving me a lot of ideas, bro. Everybody's gonna scatter in a area, then they will loot. Those guys, they won't land in the same place. They will scatter, find vehicle. Each team, I mean, each player have its own vehicle. Then they will look for loot. They will come back together, bro. Crazy tactics. Yo, thanks for joining, man.
Those hovercrafts.
I wanted to see this yesterday. I wanted to see it yesterday, getting it first game off the first angle. Yeah, that's good. That's fun. That's fun to see. I think it's absolutely brutal for so many squads, though. It's the type of thing where it's like, oh, on an outside chance, you get a lot of points. Who's it benefits the most? Alpha Gaming, they're already in bloody #1 spot. They don't need any more points. This is very frustrating. For Reject, potentially they're able to get across the water quickly, play towards the houses on the beachhead, play those compounds there. But again, it's tough. A lot of the teams that are going to benefit from this are already in a strong position. And it funnily enough, is the 2 teams we highlighted before, and Tiambra as well as Reject, who are around south of Milta and south of Farm. So, you know what? Maybe last chance is on the cards. Maybe it is. Maybe I was wrong.
Give it a good go. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. Still 21 points. Ooh. Bit nasty. The question is, how fast do they move, right? Because Falcons, they are moving very quick right now, but they are in 1 vehicle, Blank, and I always hate to see that, especially when they're going to be rolling past Goat. It is going to be a difficult bridge crossing for them. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it here. Depends how close GOAT stop. They might try and go further on into the island, and I wouldn't be too surprised at that. They know that there's going to be so much fighting around that bridge. They can play a little bit deeper in and wait to pick up the pieces from it. They're playing the longer game here, and in a third place spot, that's what you want to be looking for. Unfortunately, though, for them, 𝐼𝐸𝐸 have already managed to find first blood. Papra Supermassive losing one of their players over towards 𝐴𝐷 Power on the east side.
I'll tell you, one thing that D+ is very good at is getting to weird zones very quickly and then holding them from there onwards. Loops is in their way and they will be passing through side by side. It is a weird situation where for Loops as well as D+, there is a consideration to be made here where as you're rotating, you see another team and you just don't take shots. You prioritize getting into the circle and finding a position. I think that's actually the smarter move to take in an international. I think D+ and Loops have both committed to that.
That's a little roll up there, as we saw from Falcons. They're still in their one vehicle blank. The thing I didn't take into account, though, to be fair, is that GOAT will not have had time to loot that much, right? So they're not going to be super prepared to go for that hold. It's not like you're coming in a minute, in 2 minutes time. And fair enough. So maybe the one vehicle rotate was necessary to just get them across, and they'll be able to grab a couple more vehicles, especially after taking down a player from GOAT who was lagging behind a little bit, and they'll be onto the south side. So as much as I hate to see it, and no others ever. Papra Supermassive, though, after taking the fight in 𝐴𝐷, going for a swim, taking a dip, got their swimming trunks on.
Yeah, that's it. That's a long swim as well. And with 𝐶𝐻𝐵a holding Novo, I mean, that was a pretty obvious hold as well. Oh my God. Of Doran.
And even though you kind of expect it from teams at this caliber, it's always pretty on the screen. Wolves moving in. Try and hunt down 𝐻𝐸𝐸. He's hiding behind the rocks. He's having a good time by the ocean. Actually, he's not having a good time. He's having a pretty terrible time, but might be a little bit safer than he once was, because all 4 of the Wolves are here, and they are playing hide and seek. It's sardines right now, and 𝐻𝐸𝐸 desperately doesn't want to be found. As we have a little replay as well. This was when Papra Supermassive lost their player. 𝐻𝐸𝐸𝐸's with the fight around the corner. Yeah, no, it's never happening. Not in a million years.
I appreciate the restraint from Papra Supermassive there. It was like, I want to slam the desk. I'm not going to slam the desk. Fair play to him. But yeah, that's rough. Definitely rough. Definitely a classic, though, from D+. Getting towards the zone nice and easy. I think I respect Loops and D+ a lot more after that push. I think you might have seen... Oh, Reefus. You might have seen it in a regional tournament, you know, the Loops stop short. In those few scenarios, it is sometimes nice to, you know, make a friend on your journeys.
No friendly attic for GOAT, though, as they have more of Falcons to deal with. Ooh, Dolphallow. Give me a scare there. Redox goes down on the first peak, and with 2 pump actions, not peaking at the same time, did not quite work out for them, but they'll be able to get that res. And another player for GOAT falls. This is all good news for 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸. I wonder what vehicles they're in right now, Blank, because they are all the way over towards 𝐴𝐷 Power still. Hopefully they've got a hovercraft at best, maybe a boat at second best. Could it be a glider time yet again? As teams are starting to compound now onto the military island, DK are taking that northern side, that north and eastern side, rather, of the military base itself, moving up into the hills. Observatory is found by Loops, and 𝐶𝐻𝐵a are in the foothills over towards Novo.
And there is one boat there for 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸, which could take the entirety of 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸 across. Why a few of these locations are cut out, though? I think for 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸, it's likely going to be a heavy, wide swing towards the west of the island. But decent sprays from 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸. Decent sprays from 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 as in a circle to estimate their way across. But again, I think for 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸, I don't think they'll know to make this wide swing to the western side. I think they'd imagine that a lot of the west here is taken up by players. I didn't mention it very much there, but I am very surprised that Inner Circle just like fly past Wolves.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time.
Yeah.
It's got a knock, though. It's yeah, Inner Circle do lose 1, but yeah, you're right. How have Wolves let that happen? They overcommit maybe to finding that solo.
Wolves, though, you're just like, well, now our life's a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of teams down here. Now we're kind of one of the last to enter.
Yeah. Actually, they didn't even get the flush onto the inner circle player. That was picked up and put in a vehicle very quickly. I thought that was knocked on the bridge, but seemed like it was a little bit safer than I thought.
Yeah, basically horrendous for Wolves, honestly.
Why have they done that? 𝐞𝐤𝐯, why would you do this?
Why would you do this, 𝐞𝐤𝐯?
Oh, dear.
Alpha Gaming, though, I think I'm a little less impressed. I mean, losing a player to D+ that early is a little bit sad, especially being the team that plays Sosnovka as well. And for Alpha Gaming, they're now down to just 3 players. I think Reefus is actually a pretty critical component of the team as well, in terms of finding those picks. I think he does enable the team to be so successful at times. I did about 4 more C's in that successful than was necessary as well.
That's an interesting approach here. Alter Ego, taking a leaf out of the Alpha 7 playbook. Take it to the skies. And I mean, on the east side, it kind of looked a little bit occupied, but it was Papra Supermassive who they scrapped with earlier, right? And they're very, very split. The landing actually fairly smooth, but Rosemary, I mean, he's taking damage from somewhere. I think that might be in the blue zone earlier on, but has 5 bandages, a stim ticking him up as well.
Did you miss Alva just falling out the plane?
I think I did, actually. Blank, I was looking at the map feeds. That's... what are you doing? Figure it out.
Well, I don't think it's Rosemary's fault. I think that Alva just ejected in some failed James Bond. So, not really sure what he did there. That should... It doesn't pack any damage at all.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. The M249 will do the trick. So, a pretty unfortunate entry, which looked so smooth, right?
Yeah, they sort of stumble repeatedly on several hurdles. I missed Alva falling out the plane. I definitely will need to get a replay on that because that sounds like comedy gold. But Papra Supermassive able to find players back on it. Okay, there we go. Maybe he got knocked out of the plane here.
Wow.
By 𝐿𝐸𝐸𝐸. Okay,
he did.
That's so much more fair.
That was pretty
well, he did get ejected, but he didn't press the button. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. That's a painful circle for a lot of squads.
It's gonna be freaking tough, bro.
No.
Please.
It's gonna be freaking tough.
It's now or never.
It's going to be tough. Like,
at this very
see that circle?
Completely out of it. They're in the blue zone somewhere. I don't even know where they are right now. I believe they dropped up towards 𝐿𝐸𝐸, so probably still yet to come in from the blue zone. Everybody now crunching in onto these hills. You can see Reject regrouping, but keeping a 2-2 split here. Maybe looking to further regroup and leaving some out toward a little bit closer to the coastline. No, they are further inland and playing the buildings. Tiamba as well on that east side. Having a good time. OG,
guys, this is not gonna be easy, bro.
And they do send down south over that bridge. They are not going to be playing.
This is not going to be easy.
As tempting as it might be, it's not going to be there.
Yeah, they were going to play Sharkfin, which very much an outside chance and survival. But I imagine Ari's just like, look, we're done with that type of play style. All right, we're done with playing on the outside of the zone. Let's try and get something here. I mean, they're so close to breaking out into last chance. I'm so glad that they turned around. No matter what happens to them now, I respect the decision.
Nice.
Go with 2 players that they got remaining, fending off against GS around the corner.
No, nice.
Down for GS. The door frame lit up there on the corner, but it will finally be a knock found. Unfortunately, though, there's no one else to try and jump on in. This should be Reservoir.
No! He had to run away from there because at the video.
Beautiful stuff.
No, but that was too late. That was too late. That was too late, bro. That was too late.
Trying to stop Alter Ego from getting on in because they've only got Krypton.
Guys, that was too late for this guy, bro.
Well, on that southeast side, but just no HP to be seen.
Guys, that was too late for this guy, bro.
Two teams that sort of don't really want to fight one another right now. Both have hovercrafts as well. It's very similar strategy seen from both the squads here. Yeah, really nasty circle for everyone involved. Cuts out so much landmass. I think it's one of the few times where there is actually less playable area on the map than unplayable. It's so tough on this one.
Oh, that's where they are.
Where are are they?
This is west side of Sosnovka.
Yeah, so they must be. They're very far away.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die in the blue.
There's a lot of distance to go there for Team Secret. Somewhat confusing.
It's not like you can exactly stop off and heal for a second, is it? In the glider.
No. Okay, I mean, for Reject, honestly, that rotate from farm down towards the south side to play those buildings, like I said, on the beach, works out fantastically well for them. I just want to see a little bit of a regroup here and then hold those angles, because this is a perfect way to finish out your game. I'm sorry, Reject, I should have never have doubted you. That's my bad.
What the hell?
They are really holding this one out. Gen G now eliminated. So another team quite close to that boundary. I say quite close. They are at 83 points and 11th place is 66. But with GS going down, that's good news for Loops, for OG, to try and keep this one going. And on an outside chance for Reject, they've got Hovercraft as well, Blank. So some nice tanky cover that they can maneuver around wherever they see fit. And a lot of teams are just trying to send over their way. Alter Ego, the last player standing, trying to chase on down. 𝐼𝐸 clashing with Papra Supermassive on the outside, and they have got nothing in the face of Papra Supermassive. 𝐞𝐸𝐸's not there, but they don't need him. They got all the other boys, and now Reject want a piece of this. Reiji scouting out divine nades over the top. If they can win this out, this is a huge pickup to be able to clear so much territory, but they're falling back. They don't want to overexpose.
Yeah, I don't really think you can say Papra Supermassive really clashed with 𝐼𝐸𝐸 there. They look more like my pizza from last night as they sliced them halfway 8 times.
Bro, things that were good.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Alter Ego,
1 HP. 1 HP.
There's no HP to speak with. Less than 5% here. He is struggling. The Wolves, though, still continuing here. I mean, they've definitely been persistent in their journey. The more I watch,
this guy have nothing to heal up. What? He has nothing to heal up, bro. He has nothing to heal up.
Mistakes, and that is the problem. You know, I think they're a good team, but there's a lot of mistakes that are made during the play. I think if they can shore up some of those holes in the ship, then they'd be fine. They'd be a really, really strong squad. But there's just these moments where it's carelessness that really comes back to bite them.
Yeah.
But they've been playing much better today. So I'll say that now.
Rizgod, challenge, and Bond is able to win that out. That's the last player now standing for OG. They've tried to approach from this east side, but Tiamba were on the hold.
Nice.
Looks like they were doing pretty well. They're not going to be pushed through either. D+ actually moving immediately ahead of this one. You said they get these weird rotates sometimes. This is a brilliant heads-up decision made by D+ Kia here to actually get ahead of Tiamba whilst they're in that fight. Alter Ego eliminated as well. That is a little bit of relief for GOAT, but they've still got Papra Supermassive and Inner Circle to worry about chasing them down.
In my mind, there's a world where D+ is first place at the end of this. I'm not even joking at this point in time. Okay, I'm not even joking. I do feel like it's coming. It's so weird with the South Korean squads because I think day one is always terrible. Day one is always terrible for South Korean squads. And they're like, we get it. I think we understand the circle. And then suddenly they start playing out of their minds. It's just so strange to me that day one's always just like a bit more of an observer day for them.
Oh, well, we'll see what they can do. Moving in, the Wolves having a little bit of a clash. The potentially 6th place team, it seems, like you said, they do make those mistakes and need to step it up. We'll see if they could do that against Papra Supermassive. The little wide wrap around the edge, and that is the go signal immediately. Stepping forwards of Papra Supermassive down in 10th place.
Basically, don't give up, bro.
Back over towards the Wolves. That's coming through from Inner Circle. Defending 6th place from them. Not even allowed up to there.
Yeah, I think for Wolves, that losing one player is not too bad, but it's a very clean fight between them and Papra Supermassive. Very nice. I think 𝐸𝐸𝐸 is doing his absolute best to make this work. And the one thing that worries about the Wolves is that there looks to be a little bit of contention in the team at the moment, especially when you watch them on the stage. There is a back and forth. Though I do prefer for teams to be open, and especially North American teams that can be very loud, but you know, when everything's said and done, they are still very friendly with one another. But if you want to make it towards the end, you've got to let your opinions be known here. The only thing that I'm kind of concerned about there is that you know, you're fostering a little bit of this not so favorable attitude in the team. So for the Wolves, I hope they can keep their heads clear today, because there is the possibility for them. There really is. They just need one big game. That's all they need, and then they're in the running.
𝐿𝐴MBA trying to move forwards. D+ not allowing them that opportunity. D+ keeping things going. I mean, a little bit of revitalization. That first day, not great, but day 2, a lot better for them. They looked really cool on the stage as well, very calm, even when they were finding those chicken dinners. And now, it's like they're trying to convert. It seems like on the north side, they have a very solid chance. 𝐿𝐴L's not out in the water there on that position, don't worry. The minimap just a little bit offset. He is on dry land. He's got dry boots for the time being. But it's all, I feel like, for me, it is still Reject that I'm looking at here. If they can jump up, and maybe as a second storyline, Falcons, if they're going to be able to actually do more than stay alive with a solo and rely on Narvalo for points.
Yeah, I mean, that's not great, is it? You know, having to basically send out Narvalo like some kind of Pokemon in the end game. Narvalo, I choose you.
Max just had Pokemon. I was like,
points.
what?
Yeah.
Woo,
I mean,
from the back.
Special move, right? That's what he gets. 6 points.
Narvalo uses 6 points. It was super effective. Loops. Ooh, they are trying to find the shots and seemingly getting through, but not unscathed. Finding the crash successfully onto this corner. 𝐿𝐴 now down to 1 player alive. 3rd place in his hands, although it's a bit safer for now. As we hop back over to this east side, D+ moving in with a solidly timed rotate, still ahead of 𝐿𝐴MBA, but Chips has spotted that's Loops from the south, actually opening the door for 𝐿𝐴MBA to maybe to skirt around the edge.
There's some tough shots for top right now, extremely long distance, but definitely making life hard for 𝐿𝐴MBA on the very outer edge of the map. This could easily be a Wolves win. It could easily be a Reject win. Playing around this hilltop here, you can get a lot done for the Wolves. I think the unfortunate thing for them is that they're playing as 3, which makes this a lot more difficult. But I've seen a 3-man win from this spot in the past. It is possible, but you have to be everywhere all at once. And that wasn't on an international stage either. So we'll see how Wolves do want to play this one out. Still 9 teams remaining at almost 22 minutes into the match. It's all these undulating hilltops which allow multiple teams to remain in this lobby for so long.
I'm waiting for Inner Circle's decision here.
𝐴PG.
As to whether the Wolves are going to have a good time or not.
𝐴PG getting shot, bro.
Not wasting any time, but immediately they're about to
Bro.
go Inner Circle as well. Wolves take shots out that way.
You're crazy.
In they careen. Doran straight on top of it as well. Looks for the fight. 𝐿𝐴LAC not going to allow him any entry. No quarter given. But T24 is the price they pay. The rest of Wolves, though, on the back lines, will not be able to find the angle to go for the flush. 𝐷𝐼𝐾 stepping forwards. Burning Baton out of position. 𝐼𝐞 humbled slightly on that peak, but will be able to get some healing done as the reses start to come through. This is Inner Circle's time to turn it around, but Baton again layering down these nades. A response from 𝐿𝐴LAC keeps his team safe. Time and time again, he's coming in clutch, and this is no different.
𝐸𝐺 is very slow on the uptake here. Finally moves a position. It's a long nade. Will get a lot of damage done, but he needs more than just that. And 𝐿𝐴LAC with another strong shot will step up, take it down, and that will be in a circle.
Wolf, GG's, bro. GG's, Wolf. They try, bro.
This spot is really nice to hold, and teams desire it. As we just saw from 2 squads trying to go for it. I understand what Wolves are trying to do is play the split down towards the west side, but you absolutely have to play as a 3-man in this ditch and just give up the angle.
Ooh, what a nasty little roll
Ooh,
up here
DK
on the ridge line in the smoke.
No way.
So much damage to them. There is an answer, but Nobu still has got for them, and it's
nice.
Nobu! Oh my goodness me, what a play coming through from Nobu.
Bro, nice Nobu.
Hilltop is not safe for anyone, and how on earth do you find that? Nobu standing head and shoulders over the lobby. A madman, magnificent, resplendent, glorious. I
And they're still even taking shots towards Reject. Reject to go with Delsaris down. Divine's knocked. Chips with a long-range angle as per usual. Nobu might even smile at this game. We may get
I knew this. I knew this. This victory is gonna be hot.
All toothsome and tricky. As Reject cut down to size, the Falcons are still here, Blank, and they do have 3. They do have this hilltop. I feel like if I was a betting man, I would put money on Falcons. But unfortunately, I'm not. So it's staying in my pocket right now. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? You know what? Actually, after what we just saw, it's all on Nolbu, baby. Let's go.
Oh my days. It's so unreal. Oh, it just takes a little bit of a warm-up for South Korea, apparently. That's all it is. Dear me. I wish we saw more international tournaments with the South Korean squads. They are so damn good. And it does just take a little while, but they learn so much from these lobbies as well. And they get a bit of a reset through the year. And they come back stronger than ever.
I mean, talk about shirking the day one blues.
Man, everything is getting hot, guys.
In glory in London last year. And now it's all a flourish for D+. Probably with 6 elims. This really is the man of the hour. He's got MVP of this game on lockdown right now. They've got 11 nades, Blank, and 6 smokes. They are in a pretty solid spot in terms of utility. And the Circle not really putting too much pressure on them right now. It's up to Reject's duo to move, and it's likely they go south, over towards the Falcons angle, a little bit closer.
Well, with P90, it's a pretty slow game though right now from everyone involved. What makes sense for D+ considering they got 2. 2v3 is not out of the question, just requires to get that first knock on board, and honestly so far they haven't been majorly impressed with the gunfight.
Damn! He just destroyed the KTS, bro.
I think that despite everything, and this is more praise, but for a singular player in Narvalo, is that I think that Falcons, I've got to be really proud of this guy because he is doing such an unbelievable amount of work for the team, and also over many years of play. Narvalo has been insane. I think over the past maybe year or so, he has been returning to his full form.
DKCD online,
final form.
Well, this guy go take top 1. If Epic did not take careful, if Epic is not careful, bro, they will take top 1 from them. This DK because they come all the way from back, and now they are, bro, they are pushing.
Oh, it's lovely to see. He's not smiling right now, but you can be sure that that blood is pumping. You don't pull off a play like that and not feel it a little bit. Hopefully the adrenaline drop off here in stage 8 isn't going to be too bad for him. Got to keep the focus. Dropping the smoke train. Knows that Reject have moved up, and he's using that smoke train just to get over this ridgeline. Knows he would be exposed otherwise.
Big thing
for a single team approach.
Big thing for D+ here is that they got a massive resupply. Right? There was so many teams that fell down that ditch. So you have all the nades that you could ever want. You've got all the smoke.
Guys, like the stream, guys. Like the stream.
The Falcons actually has less nades on 4 players than D+ have on 2.
There's more in the boxes as well. Let's sit around them, right? Even if they throw them out, doesn't mean they've only got 11 to play with. It's just a question of what they could fit in their backpacks right now. D+ moving in. Chips scouting around, still having vehicles here is pretty powerful stuff. The Falcon smoke has been thrown on out. Reject.
Inside the shop.
Look at a hop buggy. 𝐿𝐸 still watching.
They are watching him, so it's gonna be. Oh, he moved. He moved.
It's a little bit low on
nice.
HP. And
he moved. He moved. Oh my God! No! His teammates.
Okay.
His teammate helping. Nice.
Down. Okay, maybe that's go time. Falcons, move in. Get something done. Try and take some presence. Redox, nade over the top. Chips, dropping the smokes. They've got so many to use them. That nade looks good.
What kind of nade?
Oh, it's just short. Doesn't quite tag the flush. Just behind the vehicle. Nades are coming at them from both angles. They get the res, but it's immediately re-knocked. Chips.
Bro, this nade is crazy. Wow.
Taken away, and everybody's descending. The Falcons rolling over the hilltop. Maybe D+ are down, but the nades are hitting Reject as well. Chips is clocked, and it's D+ down in 3rd. Apollo
Falcon! Falcon, they finally win the game.
story though.
Nice. No, they get the higher ground. They get everything. Bro, they have the higher ground. See the nets.
My money gets
Did
returned.
they keep popping in, bro?
Goodness me, it's I mean, it really
Did they keep popping in? Like
the headline, a magnificent play coming through from the South Koreans.
Yeah, incredible stuff, honestly. I think for the Falcons, you're very, very happy with the way that one played out, and it does see them a lot safer in this tournament too.
Bro, that was crazy, man.
But I think the Falcons, it's just nice seeing 3 of them towards that angle.
Man, this is Falcon.
Rotate, and I think Ralph has definitely spoken before about how those early to mid game rotates are quite difficult for them. This time, I think they identified some.
This is Falcon. They really cooked that game, bro. They cooked that game.
They can still succeed.
They cooked that game, bro.
As well.
They cook it.
But for Nolbu, a warrior soul.
They cook it.
From Seoul in South Korea. Incredible stuff. Just
No. I'm treating it. It's getting better. I'm just like preventing my. Bro, the Falcon.
And the Falcons
Man,
get their first chicken dinner.
this guy really.
Couldn't have been a better
Now this
time.
guy
I'll tell you
destroyed
what,
the teams,
it was
and now this
on
guy
a
destroyed
military hardship
the other
to
team,
north.
bro. The guy
These
just
guys gotta be feeling so
he
great here.
does a cover fire. They do
When the
everything.
circle popped on phase 1, all the teams being. Okay.
But these guys, I don't know. They just keep, bro. They have a lot of nades.
But Falcons here really want to highlight. Sure, they didn't do too much rotationally speaking, right? They were just kind of idle a big portion of the game.
Nades.
But this is why you hold on to your bloody utility until the last circle, because you can just use it and just bully teams. And Redox uses that buggy perfectly to get that elimination. But you just bully teams, and those nades were so painful.
I swear, they have a lot of nades.
D+ and Reject couldn't do anything but get pushed against the blue even further. That was such a good use of utility for Falcons, and finally, we are seeing a Falcons win, hopefully the first of many.
It's about time to see them at the beginning of the match go all in one vehicle, which is questionable, to winning the whole thing. I love seeing that art coming in from Falcons. And to go back to your point, yes, the utilities were amazing. They were pinpoint. They were.
Yeah, I want to see the table now, bro. I want to see the table. I want to see the table.
As soon as they saw that Elam feed light up with D+,
I want to see the table.
Now is our time. Let's go. Nades at the ready. Just immense pressure onto both of those teams. They could do nothing about it, Max.
Yeah, it was a tough one, definitely for sure at the end. But yeah, you said it. The timing was on point to go through.
Guys, wait, I need to get something to eat.
But you know what? We're talking
You guys should support to my can't on the stream. We need more fuel, guys. More fuel.
Car rotation. We need
Go
to
chop
talk
too.
about D+'s timing. This game, those Eastern fights, they would just pick and choose what they wanted to do, how they wanted to execute it, when they wanted to execute it. D+, man, after day 1, there was a bad day. They've been on an absolute killing spree, and once again doing it today on this Erangel match.
Yeah, it was really nice to see that. I love seeing that so much. And what I love about that as well, Jukes, right, is like the team, they not only decided when they were going to do stuff, they also decided when other teams were going to do stuff, right? Rejects tried to push up on them and they went, no, now's not your time. We say no, go back to your compound. No, not allowed. And that's exactly how it happened. So that control of teams is just great from them.
I mean, they showed us why they are your previous champions here. They didn't mess around in this match for sure. We saw that push from 𝐼𝐸 onto the Wolves. By the way, Wolves, I think they could have had this match if they would have played it a little bit more aggressive once they got that position rather than playing it passive. But no, 𝐼𝐸 pushed on them. Once they heard that fight ring out, we saw DK, do a beautiful wrap. And oh my gosh, that knock from Nolbu was ridiculous. But yeah, let's see these rotations here, Max, man, from a beautiful military circle. These are some of my favorite to watch.
Yeah, and you're going to be seeing Falcons and Reject just like, oh, okay, phase 1 circle, military, just cross very early on, and you don't have to do too much movement. Even though Falcons did hug that southern coastal line for a big portion of this game, they do eventually center up very, very rapidly. But I want you to pay attention to D+. They were pretty center on phase 1 going into phase 2. And then they're like, we don't really want to be center of the circle here because there's going to be a lot of attention thrown our way. So we're just going to hug the eastern side instead. And by doing so, they open up opportunities for them to look at fights break out and third party, or in this case, what we just saw here, they leapfrog the fight of, I believe it was orangutan versus.
All right, guys,
Jamba
let's keep
Ninja.
going.
And those leapfrogs and third parties and the timing of those fights were paramount for them to get into the late game and have an opportunity to get on that podium finish. D+ here showing some S+ tier gameplay, in my opinion.
Yeah, really, really did. I love seeing that from them. That leapfrog against Tiamba was just insane. Again, the time.
Man, that frag was crazy, bro. They frag keep popping in like
going to be
one by one. The hell?
Tiamba gets 6 points, but D+ 𝐞𝐤 get 10 more. 16 points on the board for them, and Falcons.
Bro, 19 points.
One shy of
Wow,
20-point
that's
game
they have
we were
9
probably
kills.
looking for, but hey, 1 point isn't going to be the end of the world this early on in the day. And honestly, it's so nice to see them try and step it up in the final day. A little bit too late, but not too late, right? It's late, but not too late. They still have time to make it work for them.
I'm a bit scared for GS
2
to be honest
points
right now. They were currently the cutoff team, right? 12th position. Not seeing too much presence here, and they're going to be slipping, especially when you've seen teams like Reject Hodrix that are initiating a bit of a comeback, especially on this previous Orangle game.
Honestly, this is
not
crazy.
Well for them, so we'll have to see how that goes. As Novalo, the Frenchie, yes!
Woo!
MVP of the game. Let's go. Now, this is the Novalo that I know and love in these matches.
Oh man, that's what we've been waiting to see it for sure, right? I mean, we're waiting for that Team Falcons win. I'm so happy they got it now. And honestly, I'm gonna say this, right? I think that they realized they had to have known
I love her.
D+ on that hill for sure.
Okay,
and
yes, I
once they
yeah.
saw that knock. I like that bold team. So we're like, no. This is the team we gotta take out right here, right? Let's go ahead and make sure that we need these points so bad. And man, do the Falcons get it? They had 68 points before this match. That jumps them up to 8th place with 90. But you are right, Max Bad. Look at all the way at the bottom right there. GS, right, weren't able to put up any points. 66 in total. It's looking pretty dangerous. Well, they put up a few points, right? They put up a few, but not enough.
It's not enough for right now. Currently, they're going to be 8 points behind Loops without a single chicken dinner, so kind of rough for GS team, though. It did impress quite a bit. I was enjoying some of the plays from Jafar in particular during the Gauntlet stage. They've not been able to replicate that to a similar extent so far in Group Green, though. Reject, they started off the day, they're at 38 points, right, Niptura? Here, jumping up to 51. They are 8-1. 2 good games. They could possibly put in the middle of the rankings where they could move on into the last chance. So Reject, we need to see this kind of momentum build up for the rest of the day.
We need to see it win.
If they falter here, there might just not be enough games for them to make that comeback happen.
They need to win. I'm going to say it up 100%.
Okay.
Like right here, right now, or it's done in my eyes. Nep, what do you think?
Yeah, I could see them definitely going at least for a top 3 podium finish, like a really strong game, maybe just shy of a win, but hopefully a win in the Miramars. I think they're going to use these Orangles to really just build on that momentum. One thing I do want to point out in these leaderboards is 𝐼𝐸 making a comeback, right? 4th place, 103 points on the board for them. They're getting pretty close, and you know, they actually had a really good game that game, right? Trying to push up onto the Wolves. They did get that push done well. D+ were actually a little bit late on their third party, but they were just able to just back it up with immense firepower. But honestly, for me, 𝐼𝐸 continuing to have a good day today.
I don't know that team name. There's a team called that? I don't know who that is. I will not talk about them. I don't know who that is. Looking at the top 4 players of this game, we do have Novalo, Fallow, Regio, and then Notable that, in my opinion, would normally be the MVP. The MVP has to be on the winning team, but I think that if we took it purely based on stats, it would have to be Notable because, oh my goodness, Niptura, this guy, I don't know what happened to him this game in particular, but he was a demon. And he would see you, you would not even survive 5 seconds. You were done. You're out.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He just decided who lived and who went back to the lobby. He was like, no, you're not allowed. You're not a threat right now. I'll deal with you later. And he was just going through the rest of the lobby so methodically. Really love to see that. And hey, you know what? Regio, first time we're seeing a Rejects player on this board. And it's nice to see him 2nd place, 5 eliminations, putting in that work, putting on those points.
Yep, and like I said, they needed them because looking at the difference, right? So in the last game, we saw Loops. They were at the cutoff with 61 points, okay? And RC had 38, all right? So that difference right there is a total of 23, okay? Now Loops have 74, and RC have 51. You know what that is a difference of? 23, right? So they have not progressed at all, right, in order to make it into the last chance stage. So I'm gonna say it again, it's chicken dinner time. I think they extended it to 1 more game, but at least in my eyes, this is the last one for me. What do you think, Max? You think they have another one? Do you really think so?
I think there's still another one. I would say, you know what? Yes, they still have one more, mid-game that could happen for them. But after that, it's going to be game over. Halfway point of today, we need to see something come out from these guys.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold. Neptura, what do you think?
I think that, yeah, I agree honestly with Max that they have a little bit of extra time, but they don't have much.
Well, let's go ahead and take it on over to the stage with 7WG with Falcons and Narvalo.
Welcome back to a quick report with the 7WG. I'm joined by Narvalo from Team Falcons. Narvalo, great quick rotation from Pochinki to military. And honestly, I want to talk about your gameplay.
Oh, they shit out there now. How do I should be now? You know, I'm using something. Do it very well for me now.
You can actually perform here on the final day.
I think for this
do it very well.
The print path was north, and we said if it's military,
we should 4-year-old, you know, looking at that thing, is he facing me?
On the left side,
I say.
As we
don't get me pissed off.
And then I think we move way faster and with better position. We take better position.
How can you say something is facing there and it's facing me? Kind of stupid like this thing.
Currently, I believe 17 points away from the top 3. Do you think you can make it to top 3?
For a game, we could think it's too far, but after this game, we did I think more than 17 points. So like, if we just need like 1 or 2 other games like that, and we should be close to the top 3.
Well, Team Falcons, the confidence is back. Let's see if they can make it to top 3. Back to y'all.
Let's go, man. You know what? I totally agree. I think Falcons are absolutely in that range for top 3. I think this could be a big game for them here. I think they could definitely handle a mid game, but it's going to be a chicken dinner coming up from some of them. As a matter of fact, I'll go down to even Gen G. What do you think about that, Max?
Ah, mais je crois que c'est possible que... Oh, wait, I went French mode. French accent. Put me in the French mood. Sorry about that. But no, for them, it could definitely be possible for Gen G. I mean, we saw they could do in Miramar, right? They got themselves a Rondo also yesterday. Very good game over there. But Miramar is the map that stands out the most to me when it comes to Gen G. But Wrangle, if there's any map that we want to see more from Gen G right now, it would be this map. It would be the grassy pastures.
Yeah, it would be. It's what we need to see, especially because, they need the points. They need the points, and they need to go quick because those teams at the bottom, they're still pushing, still going. So honestly, it's not so much a wrangle. I think for me, it's like match 3, done deal, needs to be done now.
Let's see if they can do it right now. The last Eric Gale of the day. Let's take it on over to our casters.
All right, let's go, guys. Wait, last Ranger of the day. Oh, okay, 2 Ranger.
I think, am I going...
That's true.
We've got 1 more, right? After this, we've got 1 more Aaron Girl. We've got 2 more to play, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Match 16 will also be on Aaron Girl, so don't go getting ahead of yourself there, Dukes. I know you want to see who's qualified, but we are going to have to play all of the matches here.
2 Rangers.
Military base over towards Stalba. It's only fitting we start the play from down here, where our last match ended, sending straight over the top of good memories. Well, quite a lot of good memories for Nolvu and the Falcons. And going over towards that Stalba position on the northeast side.
Yeah, it's a bit of an eastern playing map here, so it's slightly more difficult. It's actually getting tough for me to talk about these games at the moment because there is so much happening. And there's so much to analyze. There's so much to go over. It's pretty tough for me. I mean, for Wolves there in that last game, I really wanted to talk about their position a little bit more just because it is a case of as that 3-man, you no longer have the power to split off like that, and you sort of have to.
All right, guys, keep liking the stream, guys.
A little bit where you don't have that angle off towards the western side to watch for approaches, but you have to hold that ditch as a 3-man because it's likely people are going to crash onto you. So this is what I mean by just these small errors in gameplay. Again, hindsight's 2020, and
oh, no.
I'm out here of the observing desk.
Oh no!
The double is insane. Maybe I cursed him. I said I wanted to see it yesterday. Give it to us. Oh, fair enough. We'll give you 2 today. Fair play. APG get a nice start. They got immediately over towards Millie Base as we started down there nice and early. The difficulty comes in the fact that this moves away from Millie Base at that playing path. So if this is coming down from 𝐿𝐸𝐸 towards the south, teams that are dropping late could have readjusted on their plane path, on their parachutes down towards military base. In this case, it's really only Gen G and GS who get a decent start off the back of this one.
I support.
So another game potentially for reject.
Trust me, guys. I'm from Africa. I'm supporting the African team, but they'll be playing in the last group stage. They're not playing now, but in these matches, I'm supporting APG, Goats, and the Rosemary. That's the three team I'm supporting. So I don't have one particular team because I'm supporting all the three teams I liked in this tournament, in this group stage. But I'll be supporting fully my South African players.
Falcons move fast. If they get stuck down in a fight here, the Falcons are going to crash straight.
I'm watching, bro. I'm watching.
This 3-team traffic jam didn't exist in the last.
I should be in Thailand in the next few days, but I'm having some issue with the visa. So that's the only problem I'm having. The visa is being difficult for me to get. I should be in Thailand in the next few days, bro.
And that's where the backup needs to come through for Jafar. It's there in spades.
Nothing to be done.
Pouring down on the bridge. And now the off angles are brilliant coming on through. There's finally an answer from Tiamba, but it's too little too late. They've lost the majority of their players. Nobody else is pushing in right now on this East Bridge either, Blank. So no chance that GS get run down by a third party.
I think it's one of the few times where I think that you just like send it. You just send it if you are Tiamba. The initial shots weren't that great from GS. I think Tiamba respects it a little bit too much. They crashed just directly into the wall before they'd taken barely any damage. I don't know if it was the optimal play there in that instance. Again, it's one of those things where it could have gone either way. Tiamba drops out, they get the first 2 knocks, and then it's easier to play from there. But I think that really hurts Tiamba's chances, and I think they have to take a bit of a gamble on just the straight approach into the zone. Nepturo actually brings up a really good point about Falcons, where if they get another strong game here, potentially is the initial rotations. Now, me and you have been covering PMSL EU for the longest time, John, and we know that the Falcons are some of the slowest to rotate. Because they play PMGC so much, they already have this central position. I actually think that position hurts them a lot. It is one of the strongest locations in the map because it is so central, but it's made for this almost stagnant game.
The map they hot like crazy, bro. The map is so hot.
They don't make these initial rotates to strong positions. They'd rather play Church on the west side of PMGC and wait things out if it's a western circle. I think here, because we do go to Sosnovka, it forces Falcons to take risks, to make moves, which they wouldn't necessarily otherwise go for. And they're benefiting from it. It says a lot to me.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they are now, after that game, very much in with a chance of getting top 3 here as well, Blank, is going to be great news. And they'll love to see a game that they just succeeded very, very... in a very big way, right? Repeat itself, hopefully. But the second circle on last match was also a big factor. It forced a lot of teams to move to the north side of the island after having tried to rotate around, occupying a lot of the area, a lot of the ground around there. So that was a big factor in the dynamic of that last zone, of that last match. We'll see where we go this time around.
APG will see. They win 2 games today or 1 game.
The bridge very, very early.
APG will win 1 game or 2 games.
See how that out, and they're going to peel back off this one. No reason to try and push this.
They win 1 game
huge
today
amount of space
or 2 games
on the western side.
And if they can win with game, then they will all the top table.
So it could
because the first day they have 90 points.
Alpha Gaming actually goes for a different maneuver. You know, they'll take observatory for themselves, try and get that high ground nice and early. I think for Alpha Gaming, it's almost weird where I think that this team will perform even better than they have here over in the grand finals. I think that sometimes, but there is a sense of boredom that comes through from this team at times where they really do want to get stuck into things. They don't like playing slow. And they are so good at the game. And I think that does create difficulties for them. That's a sad shot. That's a sad shot from the observer. It's like looking at the beached buggy from Diamba before they fell down. It's like, oh, like I was watching a funeral.
Well, you know, you got to celebrate him somehow, I suppose, whatever you can. Papa Supermassive still embroiled in Milter, though, with Loops, who are able to find Tron B. No answer either. A little bit of damage, but, I mean, this should be extricable for Loops. Neither team really wants to stay here for too long, though, Blank. I mean, there is a lot more of the North Island in this circle than in that first match that we saw today on Erangel. So you do have maybe a little bit more time. The circle could also still... it's got maybe like a 10 to 15% chance of going back to the mainland. It's very unlikely, but is technically possible. We'll have to wait and see for that one. So maybe a little bit more time on average they could go for it. And especially with the state of this east side bridge, it's maybe actually safer to stay in Milter for the time being.
Yeah, I think so. It's getting very messy around this region now. Reject actually get there quite early, so because they were moving so quickly, they passed straight by from the northern beachhead. Could come back to bite them. I think they're trying to control as much area as possible. For OG, it's a long rotate for them down towards the south side. Very difficult stuff to make this one happen, but it's certainly possible. I think maybe potentially going for the western bridge might be a slightly better idea if you are late to this. And there are a lot of teams that play over towards the eastern side. With this being eastern plane path 2, that's most likely the locale that teams are going to be passing through. I think Inner Circle realizes that as well, and they're going to pass over towards the west, which just actually cuts out a lot of teams for them they'll have to go up against. Is Papa Supermassive up against Loops? Loops, the most in danger right now, falling down into the bottom 5 at 75 points, just 5 points clear from GS.
Yeah, it's real rough stuff on that 11th place bubble. Obviously, we're playing in with 2 bubbles on this, Blank. If you were looking at the top 3, we were expecting it to be somewhere around 140. That's what we saw from Gauntlets on the same number of matches. It was 141, I think, and 4th place was 140. So very, very close. Could be around there. Could be a little bit different.
Yeah, OG are trying to also for you. The OG players are really trying. I don't know.
Start to feel a lot safer in terms of that.
Yeah, they are really trying.
Playing with the 11th place bubble, which is not easy at all. As well, and it seems to be very, very closely fought. Probably going to be closer to around that 90-point boundary. So getting up and over 100 sees you a lot more secure into those at least last chance stages.
There are teams now breaking into that as well. Even towards the middle of the pack. I mean, Papa Supermassive is not far off breaking that century. Valo spots out Wolves, who a little bit too close for comfort. I think this should be a pre-elim. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I think he's stepping too far there. I was very worried. I think any other team but Reject.
French greed.
Valo might have gone down there.
He wants those points, man. He wants to bump himself up in the tables.
Fair.
I respect him for it. But you are right. I think that what you said at the start of the game is very pertinent here, where Falcons actually are in with the running now. I think there's only one spot up for grabs, personally. I don't see D+ putting on the brakes anytime soon. I think Alpha Gaming have done more than enough this tournament. I think personally, if you're an Alpha Gaming fan and you're looking how they're playing today, it might not look flashy, but they're playing slow because they just want to get regular points, consistent points. And that's even if they just play like this, there is going to be a game today where Alpha Gaming has a strong position and they win from it because they can. And I think that will see Alpha Gaming through towards the grand finals, and they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it as well. I think Top in particular, you know, having a wife and 3 kids and a kid, right? It's a lot to juggle. It's a lot to juggle, but it just shows that even at 26, like, you can still perform extremely well as long as you have the grind on. It's incredible.
Well, Loops have been on the grind here for a while, trying to get on into the zone, but I've had to go all the way to the west side, and OG might draw them short here. Lots of damage already felt by both of these teams by the blue zone. We're into stage 3, so it's non-trivial to deal with. 𝐻𝐸𝐸𝐸, a nade in. Oh, shotgun shut down there on a tanky. I don't think that's going to be resable, but there's the off angle they were looking for. I think that, did that come through from Aru? No, it was the burn coming through from a tanky with that Molotov. Both teams are going to start to lose players. I think disengaging, if you can, is fairly wise at this stage. OG going to try and make a run for it. Loops maybe actually getting this res here. It is still resable for just a moment longer. We'll see if they can make it work. And yeah, OG, off they go on their bike or buggy or whatever they can find.
It's a very, very tough approach here for OG. And again, this is what I meant earlier, where I think this Western Bridge is probably the more wise decision. It takes a while to get here, but OG definitely make it. They're going to take a quick scout over the bridge, quick reset on the meds, but there's no one waiting here. Why is 𝐷𝐸𝐸𝐸 still on the north side?
The analyst chat is lighting up with it.
Worried? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that it seems like they're very worried about what's going on the other end of things. Again, it is hard to scout that far across. And I think that they have seen multiple times that teams have been held out in this location. Come on.
They're still not going for it.
You got to make the cross at some point. I am worried that what they're going to do is they're going to go for the swim. In which case they give up a lot of vehicles.
They're just refueling. Don't worry. They just stopped off for snacks. That's what it is. Alva was hungry, guys. It's all just an aid of a full stomach. Can't be taking gunfights on an empty stomach.
Come on, we're getting to stage 4. And 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸 is coming in behind them right now.
Maybe they're not waiting. Maybe they're the ones bridge camping.
Maybe. Come on.
I mean, that's the
time
only
to
thing
go now. It's time to go now. Thank you. Thank you.
You can't get yourself picked back up after this stage as well. So very dangerous to stay out this long.
Very much a situation of AE there yet. Slightly bit more of a tongue twist than I thought that was going to be.
It's 2 letters, mate.
But they've got a cross. They have got a cross. Circle back over towards D+. Over on this north side, playing the hilltop. I think this is a messy circle. It's a very messy circle where you're over towards Millie base as well. We are cutting in a little bit of airstrip, which isn't too comfortable to play in. I think Wolves want to get out of that area as soon as possible. Great shots from Alpha Gaming, though. Goodness me.
Ooh, okay. Shots down towards 𝐷𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. They'll need to pick these reses up as fast as they can to get onto this next zone. D+ ahead of them to their west. You've got 𝐼𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 who actually, rather shockingly, just sends straight on through, but straight into Reject. And already they're getting torn to pieces. Reject very happy to see some points delivered to them. The question is, can they find the shots? Can they find those shutdowns? There's only one left on the inside. I don't think it's going to last too long here. Reject looking for the last player on the end. A rotate in. Comes through as we see a crash from Team Secret. They're still alive, by the way, in the picture on the north side, actually towards Loops, who might be in a bit of trouble. Can't quite find their way in here. As Milos is just trying to hide in the corner. This is really nasty. I mean, step out. This is a shotgun. This is a shotgun bonanza. If he steps out at the right time, there's one. Looks for the next as well. Gets the flush. That's huge. Has to go for the reload though, and now Reject are on the revenge path. They lose one player, but they do shut him down.
Oh, that's disappointing, man. You know, it's just one guy in there, just re-peek. I suppose that they did set up the compound quite well in terms of the 2 monster trucks denying the entry towards the window. So if they get crashed on, that's how they defend versus 9C. But that is a situation where you should be able to hold out as 4 and just refrag onto the player. The fact they lose one there is really bad. From a central position like this, it's really not good. I also think that there is something to be said here about 9Z, where although, you know, they're on 87 points, they've had some good games, there is a lot of impatience from this squad. If they can't find a good position early into the match, they will just send it. And oftentimes, they will just find themselves in really sticky spots on the map.
I mean, to be fair, you don't expect the team to be bridge camping you on the east in that scenario, right? Like, it maybe really confused them, but that's the sort of thing, I guess, you also can't afford to be able to get confused in a
I
scenario
mean,
like
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sending center.
Oh yeah, but like
reject.
after that, you're like, oh, we gotta go. There's obviously a big roadblock ahead of us. We've just got to go for a mad dash,
You
right?
can also
Like,
just play on the edge.
You must assume if there's a team still on that bridge, that there are teams ahead of them.
Yeah, that's true, Sha. Maybe they find out. They find out. We know what is this.
I'm really trying to give them as much leeway as possible here. And I will admit, maybe I shouldn't. Papram Supermassive though, down to their last player against Loops, and they're not having a good time of it. That is going to be Papra Supermassive eliminated, and Loops are up to 9 elims, Blank. You said they were the team that's most in danger of dropping down. Well, they are certainly acting like it.
Oh my god, Sub just, oh my god, just, hey, my, can you imagine? Sub just get eliminated.
I mean,
Jen, they're getting third party on my, these guys are dead already.
It's done now. I think it is done. I think for Tiamba, it is almost impossible for them to get. Looking to head over towards GS, who are also chasing. I think GS are also struggling, but likely will retain a place.
Oh, Falcons, they're moving in. I think Redox
inside the bottom 5.
Quick has to hit the deck. Falcons know exactly where he is. That'll be pinged out on the vehicles, but they are pulling back a little bit. 𝐼𝐞𝐸 taken down. That is the last player of GS, and that is APG rocking up to this one as well. The Falcons on the far side really causing some hurt, some pain there. So they're up to 5 elims. APG as well, looking to tip themselves up and over. They've broken that barrier that we were talking about. They're over 140 now, and they want one more at least. Dammy under pressure from these nades. Has to reposition with the Falcons flying into that far hillside as well. He's not going to last too much longer. Up to 142, and the placements are going to kick in soon as well.
Yeah, for Alpha, all this is right about now is just not giving up first place. The jump up in prize pool between second and first place is quite a lot in most PUBG Mobile tournaments. We still reward our top 3 very handsomely, but it's usually first place who does take the biggest cut of the prize. And I think that, to be fair, for Alpha, they were playing it fairly slow.
All right, guys, the circle is getting close.
Place, but as soon as D+
I'm fully back now.
The heat,
I'm getting back.
We're up to 6 or 7 now at this point, which is more than I think we've ever had in any one tournament.
Oh dear, he is certainly a terror behind the wheel. Whoever gave him a driving license, I'm sure they're regretting that one.
The next game I'm going on YouTube. The next game, man, I will end the stream on YouTube. Then we finish the end game on vertical stream.
Inner circle again. That fight for the top spots here. 3rd place, very, very closely fought between Goat and Inner Circle. Losing players here would be nasty. They've already taken a lot of damage, and as D+ they're up against, 𝐸𝐸 has the off angle, and Goat are taking shots as well. Oh no, Inner Circle having a really bad time, but they've still got Falak. What can he do here? Favian close by, but backing off to find chips on the res.
D+. Chips goes down. Nade over the top. Favian over towards Falak. We'll find it. So that's Inner Circle taking a lot of damage. They should be able to hit the chips back up. It's nice to see.
All right, let's go.
Really rejects game right now.
We're back, guys. Like the stream, guys.
Down. It's D+ with a central position. It's kind of D+ versus reject again. Blank. In this circle, the southeast side that we see on the picture-in-picture is APG versus Falcons. P24 is going to give it a good go. Does find Nolbu, but going to get taken down in response, and yeah, that's going to get flushed out. 𝐼𝐞𝐸 is actually still alive in all of this. He did manage to get out of that fight. I am still focused though on this fight on the southeast side.
APG cooking.
Falcons with 4, APG with
APG's
4 as well.
Cooking, guys.
Haven't really been able to find success on either front of that, and APG disengage.
APG cooking.
Maybe look at a fight D+.
I think for D+,
wait, why this?
D+ and Alpha Gaming would go into that top position. And honestly, if we get Alpha Gaming, D+, Falcons in the top 3, whew, what a lineup that will be going through to the grand finals. It'll be unreal.
APG Dark. I want APG, Dick, and what's it called? Goat and what's it called? This Rosemary team. I want them to be in the finals.
A potent resurgence.
I want them to be in the finals.
Built different somehow.
It's curious as well, because usually Alpha Gaming is like the team that is the last day champions, where in that final day, Alpha Gaming is known to put up a disgusting performance.
Ooh.
But right now, they are taking 2 knocks straight away. Falcons equally are suffering versus the Wolves. Just Doran here.
Oh, 1v4.
Oh,
1v4. That's the crazy 1v4 from Wolf.
Oh, yes. Hang on a minute.
Crazy 1v4, bro. What the?
You can't be doing that.
Crazy 1v4.
Yeah, close the door.
Crazy.
Right in the face.
Crazy 1v4,
I'm sorry
bro.
I didn't give that too much fanfare. It honestly, it felt like, oh, okay, he's gonna get 1, he's gonna get 2, and then Falcons will clean this up. Surely, you do not see 1v4s in international. I cannot believe Doran pulled that off.
I mean, blink and you miss it, right? Doran was
Wolf 1v4.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
crazy.
Wolves again, not really probably going to get too much out of this game, but certainly ruin it for the Falcons. The decision to crash onto Doran for the Falcons, though, might be an interesting one here, Blank. It feels like
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay, sure, you can transition towards reject later on, potentially. They're right on the edge of the circle with it, though.
I mean, Alpha had that lineup. They couldn't really crash that way on the East. Also, if they do that, reject have sight lines. I think you don't see many players, if at all, over towards the silos. So you just send it and you get soloed. I don't think the decision making was poor. I think the gunfight was terrible. But the decision making, I don't think there was an issue of it.
I mean, we need a replay of that at some point. Hopefully the desk will have that locked down, because Doran's going off right now. Maybe he's going to do it again. He's got a lot of smoke to play around. He's going to get up to the wall. Reject don't want to let him cross, but they don't really have too many options right now with the smoke cover.
I do like for Doran, he's now just using the entirety of Falcon's utility to cross 20 meters.
Bro.
Oh, dear.
I'll show you guys how to use util.
Oh, my God. Doran. Reject's like, where's he getting all these smokes from? What? Is it more than one dude? What's going on?
Some kind of nimbus cloud off in the distance.
Oh, dear. Well, he's made it to the wall.
Great job. We did it.
That's so many smokes. That's insane. OG getting found on their last player. That's GOAT to pick it up. GOAT have been down on the belt buckles for a while as well, trying to crawl across the open ground. 5 teams remain. 8 eliminations for APG as well on this match. They've only got 2 remaining. Doran. No, you
Come
can't.
on.
You gotta stop, man. You've got to. You cannot be allowed to do stuff like this. Kraken has to hit the deck. They can't really take free fights here. Doran steps up for another. No, Doran.
Crazy.
You can't do this. You can't do this. This is
Bro.
PMGC. It's
What
not
is-
allowed.
what
Someone
is-
put him to bed. It's his bedtime. Surely he's out of this game.
Whoa!
Doran.
Stop it! Goats go down to the Giant Slayer.
Second squad wipe again.
Absolutely crazy.
Second squad wipe.
Oh, dear me.
Doran.
Doran will
What
not let
the-
you get a foot in towards this circle. A 1v4 into a 1v3. This is magic on the main stage. We talked about rabbits out of a hat, but right now, Doran's making this look easy. Gets up to the wall as well. Probably should go down to this nade, though, but goodness me. What
Oh, Nate. GG's, bro.
Okay.
GG's Doran. GG's.
Oh my days.
GG's Doran, bro. That is a crazy game.
APG on 2 players alive. They got a lot, but it's D+ again in this late game on a military island circle. They find top, and now they're looking for Zeol around the corner as well. 3rd place guaranteed for APG. At least that will put them over 150. Or maybe not quite. If they can get another elim, that's what they'll be looking for. But still very, very close. Very comfortable to be in the top 3. Our first team to really, truly lock it down. It's almost more important for Reject than anybody else right now.
It absolutely is. For Reject, they want the chicken dinner, but they got 2 big dogs in the lobby, and right now they're the Chihuahuas. Let's see if they can make it happen versus the best of them. Zell takes some shots off and towards the distance. They do have the low ground to play at the moment. Do Reject.
Whoa,
they have
it's
vehicles as well, which is the main thing. But D+ continues to send nades their way, keep them back.
Wow, it's a bit
D+ looking to fight out for the
center of the circle, though. D+ are sure they've got a higher ground position, they've got an angle, but
what? Ah, the zone
from APG.
The zone.
They actually picked up the res.
The zone.
An extra point there, which is kind of nasty. To the blue zone it goes, but now D+ versus Reject. Already a good game for Reject, but they desperately need this chicken dinner to stay alive in this tournament, to jump up towards that 11th place bubble. Nade's going a little bit long onto Ragey. Downhill, it's always a little bit tougher.
Reject is trying to win this game.
Reject, they need the chicken dinner, like you say. It's imperative that they get it. It's not a case of, oh, it would be nice for Reject to have a chicken dinner. At this point in time, it is a case of it's required. It is a necessary procedure for Reject to grab a chicken dinner here, to finish out this game and give them that chance. Because I think even with a chicken dinner here, it doesn't take them out from the bottom 5. But it will be the first stepping stone for them.
D+ starting to run a little bit lower on those nades. You can see they've only got 3 remaining. Ragey cooking another. Away, he has to fall all the way back to the vehicle. That's going to be a lot easier for D+ to go on towards. They know the damage is there, and they have to go over the top now. Spray down towards Divine. D+ trying to stop Reject from getting on in. And Ragey looks for the spray down, a wild rollout here, and Apollo finds it. Osal is down. They do not find the backlines. They haven't got a knock yet, and there's another one onto Fabian. D+ is starting to fall blank. It's now 3v2. Reject have the inside of the circle. They have its place, but Ragey will finally go down to the nade. One more left. Look on for Apollo. Nolbu with the chance here, and it's going short of the tree trunk.
Divine's down, leaving it all down to Apollo in a 1v2. An impossible task ahead of him. Pulls the pin on the grenade. Reject.
What is this internet, bro?
Here in the face of impossible odds.
No,
it's not meant to
nah, DK's Reject, bro. The Reject really tried, bro. Reject really tried that, bro. They tried.
Not a smile in sight.
They tried, bro. They tried.
Into the top 3 with them.
They tried, guys.
Pretty solid before.
The Reject try. I can't lie, bro.
But Reject intact.
Miramars haven't been fantastic.
They reached for top 4 for this match. I guess we'll win.
Continue here, John, with these strong performances.
DK, I think they won a game yesterday also.
Another big game in the pocket.
Man, what is wrong with this internet now? Ah! What the freaking hell is wrong with this internet, bro? Can you stop this shit? What did happen to this internet, I beg? Ah. You know, go allow person they get better views.
Insane chicken dinner. I think D+ might have just secured their position to the grand finals. And how do they win this game, Max? Back against the wall. So little time left. They had to hit those knocks. Crazy rotation on the end. But then Chips just said, nah, I'm going to hit these shots. And they shut Reject down. What a game.
Oh wait, D+1? I was just looking at Doran the entire time. I thought he won. No, but genuinely for D+, such
what we saw there, even 𝐼𝐸 being able to push up earlier on in the game, I didn't hate the push. It was a good idea. It was pretty well executed, but that third party just helped DK to just overrun them and get rid of that threat. And after that, nobody really looked at them very much. So really love to see that coming in from them. Talk about utility though, Max. I do want to just point out the smokes for Rejects looked really good. Actually, they had an idea of what they wanted to do, and they were doing it as much as possible. I really liked the smokes coming out from them. It just gave them a little bit more space to work with and just really effectively blocked out DK sightlines.
Yeah, as Blank said, another team now that became a Nimbus Cloud. It was not Doran, it was the entirety of Reject. I really enjoy that one. But no, Reject, as you said, really good piece of utility, keeping them safe from the off angles of APG. And one good point spotted out by John during this game, actually APG going for a revive to then deny just takes the extra point out of the equation. It's a small thing, but again, when you're competing for top 3, that can really have such a big impact that could really have a devastating effect on the leaderboards.
I mean, we saw last year, right? Last year's PMGC was decided by just 1 point, right? So, I mean, anything you could possibly do, you got to pull all the stops out right here. By the way, nice little setup there on the bridge from GS. That shut down 𝐸𝐸, and with that one, I think they are completely out of this match, man. But you know what? I finally figured out what Chips, kind of Chips is, Max, man. It's Ice Chips.
What is he?
That man's cold, dude. So cold towards the end. I kid you not. Ice water in his veins. When it comes down to like those super clutch moments, he shows that, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. Beautifully done there.
It really is just levels of rivalry like Sanji and Zoro in One Piece. They're just like, I'm MVP. No, I'm MVP. I love that kind of storyline. Someone needs to make an edit on Instagram. That will pop off. I'm telling you that much, but it would be great. But
edit of this.
Part, though. One, the two. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, no, Malo, I feel you, bro. I would do the same thing if I were you.
You know what I love though? That's insane. This is insane. But you know what I love? It's like, listen, guys, Falcons, it wasn't you. It was just Doran, because he turns around and goes down goats the exact same way. Doran, man. What an MVP coming in here, Max.
I can just hear Novalo say, "Oh bordel!" right after that happened. Just the full French anger coming out. But another military island, hot juice.
So you guys enjoy me on
Are we
Vatska
gonna get a third one? Okay.
Bring it back. Let's go.
Hey,
One
do it
more
again.
time.
Oh my. I can't even break down rotations here, but of course teams that go on the bridge rotations early on are going to be given a significant advantage. D+ here, though, taking it a bit slower, able to play the northern edge instead and pushing away Reject. The Reject, good plan from them, 𝐸𝐸. Respectful. We don't want to take an early game fight and take an early casualty. That's really going to hinder our chances for a win.
All right, the next game on Vatska stream, guys.
We got the high ground.
You know
No one's
what? I
gonna
got a
take it away.
question.
This is easy pickings.
𝐸𝐸, I got a question for you, right?
Yes.
When it comes
Yes.
to Reject, all right, would you want another military base finish? Right? And the reason why I asked that is because back-to-back militaries, they put up some decent points, right? But the problem is Loops put up 9 eliminations. You can see it right there. And that, I mean, yeah, I mean, the difference was 23 points. So even though they put up 14, they only move up 5. So if you're Reject, do you even want to go military again?
You know what? I actually